Thank you for listening to the What's Wrong with Him podcast or watching on YouTube. This week again has a content warning. It'll be around the 16-minute, 40-second mark. Thank you for all that listen and support us.
All right, cool. Get the quarter, did that. That should be fine with that. Put my drink in my cup to the left, since my mic is missing on my right. All right, sir. Let's see if we go live. Going live. All right, wherever you are. Ready? All right, about to go live, ladies and gentlemen. Going live, man. Hey.
They say, united we stand, divided we fall. But in the end, only three will remain standing.
Only a few, but three.
And we off and running, baby. How we do it? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I know you don't, but we're off and running. We are off and running on this winning Monday.
How about that?
Okay.
Yeah, I was worried for a second.
I was too.
I got that shadow voice.
What do you mean by winning Monday?
Well, there's a lot of people around the world who are chess fans, or what our boy Brashears, who's watching, what's up?
Oh, what up, Brashears?
I believe that he calls them the Kansas City Queefs.
Yes, sir. The Queens.
Right. He called them Kansas City Queefs. They had a very good game last night.
Both teams had a good game. That was probably one of the most exciting Super Bowls I've seen in a long time.
But the San Francisco is they're mourning right now. I laugh tears of joy. See my
Karma's a bitch. Remember that.
I heard that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I met her once.
I did too.
She's cute.
Karma's
She's still a
They
guy.
spelled it different too.
Karma's guy on the cheek.
Yeah, she slapped the shit out of me too.
Well,
Backhand, forehand, all of them.
Right.
all of them, huh? Well, yeah, they lost that game. My rival, loving every second of it. Before we get started, hey, who's this guy? That's him. That's Stepdaddy, Nerd Father.
Oh, shit.
Every trip, falling down.
Hi, internets.
Falling down the range, baby.
Where's
Falling down the
Inspector
range.
Gadget?
It's so creepy.
It is, too.
It's Dr. Claw from Inspector
Yes.
Gadget.
Okay.
Well, don't do that bullshit.
Right. Now we need that sound bite.
That is creepy. I want to say it. Maybe
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
so creepy. Yeah, right, for real. Dude. That gentleman right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Grandpappy. So you call him Daddy, baby.
Go ahead, Daddy.
What's going on, Pimp?
Not much, man. What's going down?
Honestly, I thought you'd still be lit from last night, dog.
No, man. I recovered quick, man. Come on now.
I know you do. I'm just saying, hey.
We had a couple, 2-3 cinnamon waters with Brashears.
Right, someone who doesn't drink. Boy, that motherfucker, Mountain Dew tasted stained like a wine.
And what did he say, huh?
Oh, that's his favorite word. We gotta get him. Hey, we gotta get him on it. He is gonna have two sound bites on this motherfucking board.
What's he gonna say?
One's gonna be huh, and then we gotta. He just can't say huh. We gotta have drunk,
Right.
Sean,
Right.
Excuse me, drunk Brashears,
That don't drink.
right. That's huh, and as well
He
as
said today was rough.
the annoyed,
Today was rough.
as well as the annoyed Brashears, where he hey, what's that? Likely story? No, not likely story. It's what the fuck is that damn his fucking saying? Right. That's what he's feeling right now. I mean, that's exactly what he's feeling because he lost twice in this playoffs. Since when was he a Niners fan?
He's not a Niners fan. He just didn't want to root for the Queefs.
Don't root for him, but still, you ain't got to just claim the Niners. But he did. He said he was a Niners fan.
It was a one night thing only. He's a Bills till the day he died.
Oh, I know, but he's a secret Niners fan. So I'm just saying. But good story, bro. Good story, bro. That's his other one. Good story, bro.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro. Oh, well, I was close enough. Shit. God damn. Shit.
Cool story.
Cool story, bro.
You'll learn one day too.
He'll be all right.
He just typed out, huh?
OPP, what's up, baby? What's up, baby?
Rolling down a backwoods, Tennessee Bobby.
It gets you every time.
I fucking love it.
It gets you every time.
Rolling down
Shit.
backwood. Old band, Alabama. So
Every
funny.
time I wear Alabama, that soundbite will come on.
That's so funny. Hey, I'm not mad at you, brother.
And I wear it a lot. 'Cause I have a lot of stuff from them.
Gross.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that is gross. For real. And, yes, exactly. It is gross. You did right. It's gross like a motherfucker. And I am the one and only Black Pacino.
Had you worried for a second.
I debated a point.
I'm glad you debated it.
That's funny. He said he debated, yet he doesn't know his time was on the line.
Saying his contract was on.
Hey, I was going to pull that card. I was going to execute something. I was going to pull an order on his ass. He wouldn't like that. Run 66 on me, baby. Run 66 on me. Run 66.
Execute Order 66.
And he's gonna be
And I'm
he's
the
gonna be the
Nerd
trigger.
Father.
And Nerd Father will be the trigger man. You won't want that. You don't want.
I'm not Commander Cody. Shut up.
You don't want that smoke.
You don't want that smoke. He got his glasses on, baby. He don't.
They're all gonna laugh at you.
I forgot about that one.
I can't even do my shit.
He has too much fun with that
I
board.
do.
Got too many fucking bites.
Right. As always, we are reporting live from.
Pepper, see if I can remember this address. 5452 Gravel Lane.
Yes, he did it. You want to do it again?
Because I was nervous as hell. I'm like, what the address again?
You want to do it again, man?
No,
you sure?
we're good. Yeah.
Okay.
I said it right.
All right, just making sure, Pimpin'. Like, shit. Again, our boy, Brashears, is watching. What's going on, Pimpin'? Our lady, Miss Merch, is watching. What's going on, baby? I know she's chilling right now.
Hello, Sarah.
Right. Holly Michelle is watching. What's going on? That's not, is that? That's not, right. Holly Michelle? That's not Brashears.
Do we have a translation
Miss
button on
Michelle?
your
Okay,
board?
I'll make sure.
She's a bowler. She bowls.
Okay. No, that was black talk. I know you understand. Yeah.
She bowls at Concord and Crestwood.
Okay.
She's good people.
She's good.
How you gonna
is she-
smack me
is
like
she-
that
is
when
she-
last week I had you two when I said Stowe?
What was that again? Facts. What was that again?
How are you gonna talk to me about black talk when I said Stowe last week and both of you almost felt the damn chair?
He did say
Every once in a while, you understand something. Every once in a while. I'll give you that. Every once in a while.
Well, my socks and shoes are on, so I ain't understanding shit today.
All right?
Hey,
This is
Cat.
cool. Oh, man. So, we had a good day yesterday, this week. Let's start this motherfucker right before we get into it, shall we?
how we gonna get it up and going.
Probably with a holla, 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 holla.
Super Bowl's done, bitches.
Man, this is going to be a very long
6 months.
God damn, it's going to
7 months.
6. College starts in August. That's 6
You got
months.
hockey until fucking June. You'll have baseball until
And soccer and
soccer.
Battle
You got all
Hawks.
kinds of shit.
Let's just say
You're
it's
not
discretion
lacking.
mode, all right?
But it ain't football, but it ain't NFL football.
Right. Facts.
Like,
It's not the same.
Well, then
The-
stop
the-
crushing on one girl and look at many.
Damn.
But
Look at Nerd Father spitting out some knowledge.
he's not lying about that, though. Man, shit. I love the friendly rivalries we have, especially with everybody, like Brashears and OPP, how They hate each other, but they like each other.
I don't even know the dude, and I already hate him.
And you know what I'm saying? Like the hatred between those two is funny. They love it, and they love each other. They love to hate each other.
I met him like the second week.
Yeah. Right.
And then I already knew I didn't like the guy as soon as he walked in.
And he had all that bullshit on him.
Right. And I was like, oh, here we go.
Pat's whole demeanor is like, gross.
That's what's up.
What the fuck am I doing here?
My baby Jessica Sexton is watching. What's up, love? How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? What's going on? Let me put it back on me when I say that. How you doing, baby? What's going on? First place, baby. That's what Rashir said.
Yeah, good for him. The December dive happens every year. It's whatever.
How they doing that in that first place? How they do with that? I'm gonna put it back on you when you answer this question.
How did they do?
I mean, they went and played the Chiefs.
We both lost to the best team. So who's better?
I still don't think they're the best team.
Who was that? The Chiefs?
Yeah. I still think the 49ers are a better team. They just got outcoached yesterday, and you gave Patrick Mahomes too much fucking time on the clock. So I still think on paper, that's why the 49ers are favored again to win the Super Bowl next year. They're a better team because Mahomes' wide receivers are trash.
Shit. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Them boys showed up when they had to.
Yeah, you're right. And that OT left old boy Hartman wide the hell open.
Wow.
I could have caught that and did the crip walk.
Corn dog. They called the corn dog.
Now you know you ain't got them hands, so you
catch wish shit. I ain't got hands. I catch everything. All of it. As long as it's treatable, I'll catch it.
Okay.
If they got
that
an
show
ointment,
is like,
a pill, a salve,
I'm gonna put everything like,
he'll take it.
you don't go say everything you just said. Everything you just said.
So I'm catching everything as long as it's curable.
Okay. As long as it's curable.
Yeah.
Even syphilis, huh?
I mean, they make cream, right? I don't know.
Cream.
Get
on top.
Speaking of cream, you guys see the Michael Cera commercial?
Yes, I did. No, I thought that was funny.
I put
Sarah
cream on you.
No, I didn't see that.
I saw that shit. That's
That
pretty
was
funny.
the funniest one.
Was that when we were at Backus?
Yes, sir.
I must have been.
No, not Backus.
Terry's.
Yes.
I must have been not paying attention because I would have remembered that.
It was like you got to look it up later.
Okay.
They had earlier last week. They were playing that one already last week or earlier in the week. Like,
I hate that they do
brand
that.
new.
I hate that they do that.
Because I had seen a clip of it somewhere else. Because I guess it was like a teaser of that commercial.
Yeah.
And then you could go wherever and watch the full Super Bowl.
It's funny. You got to
ahead of
look
time.
it up. It's hilarious.
But it is because he's basically saying that he invented CeraVe, the lotion.
Oh,
because
that's
his last name
hilarious.
is Sarah.
Yeah.
And he's doing this whole.
Let me put my cream on you.
That sounds creepy as hell.
It was. He's like, I'm advertising for you. It's my name. Get it?
Yeah. He's
so
in the boardroom
funny.
doing this whole like presentation. They're all like, "No, get the fuck out of here."
It's definitely memeable.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. That's the ones I like. Those commercials that are memeable.
I mean, he's leaning into like his Arrested Development kind of character that he portrays a lot of the time. Yeah, he's definitely leaning into it.
Yeah.
Oh, he did his thing on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Good stuff.
I'll look it up. That sounds hilarious. I'm mad I missed that.
Yeah. Any
very
commercial? Any other commercials you guys stand out to you? I know you guys aren't commercial guys.
Nah, I'm not.
I like the Mountain Dew one.
That one was cool. I like that. Yeah, I like that one. What else did I like? When they did the trailer of the Planet of the Apes, I said, Antonio's your twin.
And that's the funny part. I'm like, he's calling him my twin. Yeah, the movie, it's about him. It's his life story. Shit. What the fuck he calling him my twin? It's his life story.
The documentary's about you.
Right, you hear me?
I mean, we had
Kingdom of the
Caesar
Planet of the Apes.
Right. We had Monkey on last week, so.
I swear, I didn't want to say it too, because that means I had to call him by his name, and I'm not calling him like, damn. If we were here, and they came out, I was like, hey, Monkey, hey, it's your family story, dog? It's your family story right here.
There you go.
Yeah, Caesar.
Hey, boy, it's your people.
I didn't really see. People said the Budweiser commercial was good. I didn't really get.
I didn't even see that.
one.
I swear.
I don't think I saw that one either.
I saw they brought back the dog.
Yeah,
but-
they've been kind of duds in my opinion the past couple of years.
93.
93
was
for what?
The original dog, Clydesdale.
Yes.
Buddy won or
Yes,
something like
that was when the
early 90s.
The last time the Cowgirls won the Super Bowl, I believe.
Oh God, here we go. Oh God.
93, 94 season, baby.
Yeah.
But those are the commercials that stood out to me. I like commercials. So.
Yeah, we'll dig into the Super Bowl more later. Let's dig into what you were talking about, man.
Oh, so
you want to go dark and then
let's go.
We got to. We're gonna have to.
Let's go dark and get out of the way.
But real quick, yeah. No. Next week we'll have something better. We're gonna have something more ominous, like
how about this fucking next week?
Like CSI, SVU. You know what I'm saying? When they dig into a case, ominous. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go that route.
I need
hit him with the Law and Order. Clunk, clunk.
Right.
Right.
For real.
I kind of want that scene from Forgetting Sarah Marshall where they're like, okay, this one's ominous, and he's playing like the Seinfeld fucking
right.
shit.
Right. I saw that shit. Mark Coleman is watching. What's going on, Pippin?
9 fucking commercials.
Oh shit! Wow.
Sorry, I was just bringing up the commercials from last night so I could kind of go through them a bit later.
Yeah.
Ham each for a second. I'm like, shit.
So before we get on to anything gross, real quick, I just want to say I was really happy Friday night to see Curtis out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It definitely was. Yeah.
I had not seen him the last couple of times. I hadn't been out the last couple of times he was out. To see him in the flesh again made my damn night. No offense, boys, but just made my night to see him.
Well, of course, right.
Good fucking night. Like it
because we see each other every Monday.
Right.
And Curtis,
yeah, it was a long time, but it was good to see him.
It was good to see him.
And to know, just know, like I say, all the treatments he's been doing has been going good.
That's good.
He will know for another couple of months how he's truly doing, but he says he's been feeling better with it. Of course, with chemotherapy, you're going to feel sick and tired and everything. However, he works from home and he's always up every day getting it done, even when after treatment. So, hey,
that's
big up to my pimp.
Yeah.
King Teddy, baby. King Teddy. King Teddy in this bitch.
I like that. All right, so gross again. The last 2 weeks, we have brought up about the allegations of a former head of WWE, former board member of TKO, Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Oh my
Jr.
God, he said the whole name too.
Junior.
Yeah, he's a junior. Yeah.
And then again this week, even more shit came out. So I think I found the video earlier, but I found another one after, whatever, like a recap of all the shit he's had to deal with since 22, basically. So in 22, right before he got let go the first time, was because the board of TKO, when all that was getting finalized, was trying to make sure that their money was going the right places. Over the course of 16 years, they found out that he paid out more than $19 million in hush money to cover up other scandals. They don't go into detail in the things I've read about what the scandals are, but just scandals. And based upon what he's been caught with or alleged of the last 2 weeks, it's probably gross sexual shit. Like, that's $19 million that he's got caught paying out.
Right.
That's not the other like gifts that he's probably bought for people or other things he's done to hush people up, or people maybe who have passed away and can't talk about shit no more.
Right.
He was also had to an undisclosed amount in a settlement because of a referee he allegedly raped in 1986.
Excuse me?
Yeah, back in 86.
He's a referee.
A referee.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm not being sexist or anything, but there really was no female wrestlers.
Well, there would have been in like only female territories. Like there were very few, but if it was a female only like wrestling event, there probably would have been a female wrestling referee also there.
Okay. So something like the LOL, Ladies of Wrestling.
Correct, something of that nature. Well, the reason they bring that up is because it keeps telling like the repetitive bullshit this man does, and he's going to deny it. But after a while, when a duck starts quacking and walking, it's a fucking duck.
It's a damn duck.
Right.
So there is a former wrestler under their Divas title moniker shit named Ashley Massaro. In 2006, they were doing a USO or Tribute to the Troops event, and she was taken in the back for a partial injury and apparently was drugged and then was raped by a quote-unquote military doctor.
What year was this?
2006. What's up?
No. I'm trying to relive it because I remember reading about it and seeing it too. But
You talking about the girl from North County? The military girl?
No, this is a wrestler. Who
okay.
That's the first accusation.
Right.
So that happens in 2006. She tells higher-ups about it. They tell her to keep her mouth shut because they don't want to ruin what has become a very fruitful partnership between them and the U.S. military with all the shows and the Make-A-Wish stuff and the things they do. So she's supposed to keep it hush. And then a few weeks after that, when she apparently didn't keep her mouth as shut as they wanted, they denied and said that she was making this up. And that she never told them anything about that, and this is all her having a drunk or a wild drug inflicted night.
Yeah.
So this is back in 2006-07. What's up?
He said, she said kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's back then. Well, in 2019, she ended up committing suicide.
Yep.
Unfortunately. And before that happened, though, under the advisement of her lawyer, she made a sworn affidavit about this rape to make sure it was on record somewhere, about the lack of responsibility that the higher-ups took.
How's that accountability from them? Yep.
And it's now come to light again because Vice News is starting to build their own documentary-style case like they do about stuff. And they're putting that as part of one of the things that, like one of their pieces they're going to put inside this whole larger package. The funny thing is, the other gentleman, John Laurinaitis, who was mentioned in the other accuser's lawsuit from 2 weeks ago, Janelle Grant, made a statement that contradicts the other higher-ups. He said that we never told her not to speak about it, and we made sure that we kept her identity hush-hush.
So you knew something happened already by saying that?
Right. So him saying that completely nullifies what the old statement was. So now someone's lying.
Yeah, it negates everything what the official's saying, yeah.
Well, and he's trying to get himself out. He has now claimed himself to be a victim under McMahon also.
Oh,
and
my
that
fucking
he has
God.
been
You know what?
somebody who has been pushed into, because of his higher position, to retain his position so high up in the company, he had to follow what Mr. McMahon told him to do, or he would lose everything.
Don't get it wrong. I believe him too. If he was, okay, seriously, think about it. If he's that damn power hungry about the women in his area, you don't think his right-hand men or, his superiors, oh my God, the word I'm looking for.
Pawns?
Might as well say that, yeah, pawns. Wouldn't do what the hell he's saying if they make good money or just the control that he truly wants to have?
You are correct, Bashirs.
Seriously.
That's scary. Because all this is going to keep doing is more stories going to keep popping up.
Like I said, I mean, I understand that people are going to question this latest lawsuit that happened 2 weeks ago because she does admit that she took money previously under the NDA.
Right.
And so it does, in certain people's eyes, it makes her sound like an unsympathetic victim. I argue the fact that if you were doing that to me and you were going to pay me for it, I'd go ahead and take the money anyway, and then I'd still fucking run my mouth. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you were doing that level of disgusting shit to me,
And you got that much power, yeah.
and then you stop paying me and you break the fucking contract, now I'm coming after you for real, for real.
Right.
Which they're doing now, right?
Correct. I mean,
they're pursuing it right now.
That's what the whole thing is. That's the reason why TKO told him to step down from the board. That's why this stuff has become way more public.
Yeah.
That's why Ari Hawani, who is the head of TKO, has come out in very bold statements saying, under no circumstances do we want to have anything to do with Mr. McMahon whatsoever anymore. Like, we're done with all this bullshit.
It's fucking scary.
So before I read a snippet from what Vice News is going to put down, I guess we'll go around and get other reactions and your takes on stuff then. Since it's been now 2 weeks that we keep hearing more and more.
And it's going to keep coming up because more stories are going to come out. And, hey, my hands were getting paid too. Yeah, fuck that. I'm just dumbfounded, man, that I looked up to this dude because I used to watch that shit. Like, you weren't calling my house on Monday nights, and I wasn't answering.
Right.
I looked up to him, and he made Hulk Hogan the franchise, even though he was a little bit racist, apparently, I've been hearing. So it's just, to see that somebody you looked up to turn out to be a fucking crook is eye-opening.
Good choice for word.
Very eye-opening. I'm very disturbed.
Very good choice of word.
Like my childhood's like, I feel like I'm being robbed a little bit.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
It takes away some of the,
it
nostalgia
does.
fun.
Absolutely.
It really does. The nostalgia feeling is truly gone. I was going to, before Sis even got on there, somewhat compare, I guess, a little bit of her old situation from a year and so ago from coming here. Again, I put her business out there, which I still won't, but it kind of somewhat compares to that. Like you have this free fun, like from a visitor's point of view, free-flowing, space. Everybody's coming in. Everybody loves what they see. There's laughing, joking. You hear Mell in the background yelling, saying some shit to me. I'm saying something right back to his motherfucking ass. Then, she jumps his motherfucker. Then you hear somebody that we don't know jump in the motherfucking like, you know what? Yeah, get your... It's all beautiful, but it's somewhat like smoke and mirrors because in the back, you have this underlining, heat just steaming. And, there's no understanding. There's, just all rah, and some people just can't take it until it just boils over. On differences, there's no NDA. She gonna speak her motherfucking mind off.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear all of this.
She gonna speak her mind. However, we also see the the aftermath from it. A lot of them same peoples believe. If they didn't believe it then, they definitely believe it now, because now she's out the picture, and you see and hear the rumblings coming from them. Like, I can't do that no more, man. What happened? Like, and she's sitting back watching, like, what are her little vape?
Silly looking ass.
You know what I'm saying?
Looking ass.
You know what I'm saying? See, I told you motherfuckers didn't want to believe me. And unfortunately, the shit going worse. Not from of course, going like from their point of view, over from their point. However, the place itself, yes, we don't want to go there because of who's there. However, that's still like...
It's how they treat their employees.
That, as well as the place itself. Mm-hmm. Like, we can hate the place because what it's become and everything. However, we still, again, like you just said, the nostalgia of, damn, like, it was a hole in the wall, but we love going there.
Yeah. It was my home.
You know what I'm saying? So it was something like that and everything. When I was, again, just seeing like that and everything. But it's like, I mean, that's just kind of where where it goes and how it goes from there. So yeah, it sucks and everything, but now, like, all right, cool. Let's see what happens and everything. But let's see the true aftermath, because I don't know what's going on. Unlike the unnamed place, WWE wants nothing to do with the old sheriff.
He hasn't been charged with anything yet, right?
No, I mean, you're going to be months and months of discovery and
I didn't think so.
And one legal thing after another.
And then they got to go to trial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's still all allegation stuff, and it could come down to a settlement because it'll be too drawn out for maybe what she wants to deal with. Like, it could just be too much mental crap, or it could be something where she says, till I die, I'll fight you too. I mean, because he's going to die before she would, maybe.
Right.
Age-wise.
Age-wise, yes, and everything. But it may go sooner because, again, I don't know what you guys saying, but he looks old and everything. That power that keeps him alive, that vitality of having power kept him alive. Now with that slowly dwindling, like stepdad closing his laptop, that's exactly how he is. It's just going down slowly, but it still goes down.
More people will talk. More people will talk.
And that's what I want to hear all the stories.
And stories are going to match.
Yeah.
They're going to add up. They're going to sound like reoccurring situations. And that's what's going to be.
And see how much money he really was hiding. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, there's more shit off the books.
Like what you're talking about, like the situation down the street. I mean, my jaw's strong, so I'll talk a lot of shit. I didn't sign no NDA. I didn't sign none. I kept my mouth shut because I worked there, and I built that place.
Right.
He had the money. I built it.
Right.
You know, so I loved doing what I did there, you know, but, you know, like you said, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. I saw a lot of shit. So when people go to work there and they only last a day or two, and if they're lucky, a week, they come up like, oh, man, Kat, I saw this, and they said this, and they did this, and I'm like, I know.
Right.
Like, literally, they'll be like, hey, Kat, I got a job there. Good luck.
Right.
Good luck.
I'll see you tomorrow when you're not working there
And they're like, well, what do you mean? I was like, you'll figure it out. You'll be gone in about 3 days. Yep. Sure enough, they get 1 or 2 shifts in, they're done. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
It's just such a train wreck.
Yeah.
But it's just like but also like you were saying, Kat, like you building that place up. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Don't get it wrong. McMahon did, you know, he made it to what it is.
He's invincible. He's got all that money.
True. Don't get me wrong. He built the WWE, you know what I'm saying, conglomerate up to what it is. However, certain wrestlers made it popular.
Oh, yeah. You're talking the Hulk, you're talking the
popular.
Undertaker, you're talking
Again, like I say,
The Rock, you're talking about Batista.
But you also got people who were also...
Sting.
Well, not in WCW, not in WWF, but however... He also made it
it's the Mell.
The fight for the
it's
wrestling
the Mell soap opera.
Well, but it's more of like the.
That's exactly what it was.
I was gonna say yes, but I would say more of the competitor because he was in WCW. However, like us in high school, all of us in high school, once WCW came on first, so we watched that and then flip it to the other one. And don't get it wrong, even though he wasn't there, Sting had a lot of the build.
He's a smart man, but even a smart man can't outrun the law.
Well, that as well, just more.
And he's a businessman, and he thought he had it covered. Type scenario.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's gonna come out, and when stories start adding up and they start matching up, that's when he's gonna get fucked. Yeah. When more stories come out, and they're like, oh yeah, that happened to me, but like this, or I was in that type of situation, but it was here. When they get more people to come out and start talking, that's when they're going to build their case.
Agreed.
So here's the thing.
Because then he has to remember each situation.
Which he won't.
Say there's hundreds of them.
Right.
You can't remember hundreds of situations with hundreds of different people.
Ask Ron Jeremy.
Cannot. Right. So it's one of those.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's one of those things where he's going to have to, it's either he's going to have to jolt his memory or he's going to lie. You can't lie under oath.
Right. I mean, you can if you're a crook.
Yeah. But good luck.
Right. Your lies will get caught.
Right.
So you'll get caught.
So he's going to go down.
I believe it's going to happen for Stepdaddy goes in further.
Yeah.
I believe this is probably what's going to happen. Once he is truly released.
I got to roll.
Okay.
I love you, boys.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about Super Bowl later.
Yeah, I forgot to play your intro.
Come on. Okay. It's okay.
It was a sad moment. I didn't want to hype
You're
it
good.
up.
You're good.
But no, what I was going to say, gentlemen, once he is truly eradicated from WWE and TKO Enterprise, I don't know what it is,
Right.
but
Yeah, TKO.
yeah, that's when everybody's going to come after his ass. Because now he's no longer with WWE. They can start suing him because he knew about it. And since WWE will be under TKO, they won't have any knowledge about what's going on. They only know rumblings and everything. They can't truly go after them and win. They may get something, but it won't be a lot.
WWE. You can't go after a TKO.
Well, but TKO owns WWE.
Doesn't matter. WWE is still its own business technically.
Okay. No. Okay,
Yes.
So yeah,
TKO is the overall parent company, just like Disney owns ABC,
and
owns
ESPN.
But those are separate broadcasting networks,
entities,
and they can have their own day in court essentially.
Gotcha.
So it still works that way. UFC is still its own thing, but TKO has merged the two mega entertainment properties into one larger entertainment corporation.
Gotcha.
So and then what happens is that it allows things like WWE can get sued, TKO will not have any problems with it, UFC won't have any backlash with it because it's a separate part of the company that's happening. You know, if a
it's basically got its own LLC.
Correct.
So that's what you're going after is that brand.
Correct. That's what it is. So that's the one thing that saved them in the way they did the merger, which is probably the reason why they did the merger the way they did. They knew shit was getting ready to roll, and they decided to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and through this because it's a lot of money you're talking about. I mean, it is
billions, isn't it?
When it's all said and done, you're looking at probably more money than any one entertainment entity has ever done in its entirety. I mean, more than what Disney has ever done.
More than what the Super Bowl just did yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Just it'll eclipse those things by leaps and bounds. Because you're looking at 20, 30, 50 years worth of this thing being one, a partnership essentially.
Right.
So it's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. But I mean, that's the thing. I think that's why they went ahead and finished the merger when they did, even though there was already rumblings about this shit. They went ahead and did their own investigation.
They did the Netflix thing.
They did they went through the Netflix thing because they knew that this is all going to fall back on his head. And so we can go ahead and let this fall on his head. We can go ahead and let even WWE take a little bit of a blemish because we have all these other things in the background to help keep that afloat once all the cancer's been cut out, hopefully. And then we'll bring it back maybe stronger.
Which I hope happens.
I don't see how it doesn't get stronger once McMahon's completely out of the way.
Because what'll happen is this will be like it'll be like a wrestling match. It'll be a 2 out of 3 falls wrestling match. The bad guy won it first, or the good guy won it first. WWE was super popular.
Right.
And then the bad guy won the second match.
Right.
And now you got the rubber match. And who's going to pull it out? If they do this the right way, they could win the rubber match and become an even bigger thing.
I wonder, does that leave Triple H in charge of doing everything?
Well, he won it for a long time, so.
Apparently, like what Monkey was saying, that the brand that you see on the TV is all him. Like the storyline's all him.
90% of the wrestlers who are out there now, the way the storylines happen, the interconnection with things, that's his brainchild. That comes from when he was running the developmental league. And he brought all of those talents up with him. All the guys you see now, the Roman Reigns, the Seth Rollins,
that's all Triple H?
Trained.
No shit. I didn't know.
All the women, all the Becky Lynches,
no
the
shit.
Baileys, those are his girls.
No shit.
And the ones that are coming in, those are his girls. Those are his dudes. All that talent is what he decided and saw potential in and developed in the smaller league and got them to be stars down there when they were getting maybe 6,000 or 7,000 people total watching them, and now they're getting 30, 40, 90,000 in a fucking event watching them.
I guess when he looked at the bigger picture, when he saw all these guys aging, like Undertaker, like, hey, we got to get some new meat in here.
Hey, well, I was in that, he can say, I was in that era.
Yeah.
I was part of the attitude. I was part of the reason this company had the meteoric rise it did in the late 90s, early 2000s. But those guys can only go so long. Shawn Michaels is retired. Ric Flair is basically done with it. There's no more Hulk Hogan. The Rock is part-time. Even Cena's now part-time.
Steve Austin,
Randy Orton's part. The names that made all this money, they've moved part-time. Kurt Angle had to retire and moved on. Sting had to retire and moved on. What do you got left? I better start bringing up talent. Like any other sport, even though it's predetermined, it's another sport. You have a farm system. You got to invest in your homegrown pitching. Invest in your homegrown fucking quarterbacks. Where are you developing? Where are you bringing your shit in from? That's what these guys do.
It was smart because from a guy that don't watch anymore, I can tell he's got a lot of talent. So.
Right.
Well, then the thing is too, I was gonna say for you, Daddy Man.
Sorry,
no, you good? No, you speaking, you good, baby. You don't got no apologies needed. He always wanted to go into the again the storyline himself. Have his finger in everything, like what the fight's gonna be about, but again, storyline for these new kids coming up, as well as he has something to do with quote unquote possibly bringing in new blood that was already on the rise from other places. Like, all right, they just need the exposure.
Right.
Like old girl of I don't know.
Jade Cargill.
Her, as well as the short blonde chick. She was in the Royal Rumble.
Jordan Grace.
Yes. She was, she's still on the contract in the other wrestling company.
With Impact or
yes.
TNA.
Yeah, Impact, thank you. Even though she's under contract, she still came into the Royal Rumble, got a taste of what WWE is about, got a big-ass roar from it, ovation. She lost, but I'm pretty sure it's like, look, once my contract's over, I'm coming to see you.
Well, so that's something that he himself has made a big point. It was something that was a complete no-no under the McMahon regime.
Absolutely,
you did not interact with another wrestling federation. You did not mention them. You did not acknowledge them. You did not even pretend like they didn't exist.
Hold on, when are you talking? Because when I was into it, like when WCW was at its peak and Eric Bischoff made that thing into a monster, weren't they interfering on shows?
They
would pretend. So what you saw was fake, like when
Gilbert.
Yeah, like when they were crashing the shows and shit.
That was either pre-taped, or they were doing it from like a safe distance where they couldn't get involved. Like just that's why you never saw the other actual wrestlers.
Right.
They would talk to each other. They would talk at them,
okay.
but they never talked to them.
Well, I thought they were crashing the shows back in the day.
No.
That's kind of how the NWO got so big.
Right. It's the visual way of looking at it. Like, because that's the thing. Like, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were from the WWE,
right.
Went over. They were still best friends with Shawn Michaels and Triple H at the time.
Right.
And so that's the whole reason they were invading. They were trying to get their brothers back.
Right.
What they were trying to do. But that's just storyline as a way to talk. But they never mentioned WCW.
Correct.
They would just say they're invading the other show.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Well, as Triple H is taken more and more, he allows the wrestlers to talk about AEW, about Impact. He'll do crossover events with AEW, with Impact. He's brought in multiple different AEW women stars in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Because it helps not just them get more eyes, it helps the whole entertainment business of wrestling, because now fans who are over there can see, well, hey, these guys are playing nice.
Right.
I mean, it's a correlation of like cross-platform video games. Sega wants to be in its own sandbox, but Microsoft is interested in playing with Nintendo and Sony and across all different computing platforms and making it on mobile. Like, that's their next way of doing shit. So it's the same situation as Triple H, Paul. He's looking at the bigger picture and saying, even though it's a competitor and I give them a boost, that means I'm grabbing some of their eyes and making us look bigger too.
Absolutely.
As well as, again,
Genius.
just, and what I literally just said.
That's what influencers do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what influencers do.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they grab. I'll be in Mr. Beast's video and
all day
and get popped in my channel.
Yeah, put the What's Wrong with Them podcast
Right.
on Mr. Beast.
I mean,
Let's
hey.
go. Let's go.
We're flying.
Let's go.
But they're playing.
We had Steve Ewing on because he has a much bigger audience. It helps us out.
Yeah.
Right.
He gets to see a different side, but like that's still probably more benefit for us than it was.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
Right.
Right.
He got a chance to sit back and just
Bullshit.
BS for one
Yeah.
night. You know?
Right. Absolutely. It's more benefit for us. He don't need to do that shit.
No, but he did it because he's great. I mean, we've gotten, a quote unquote. When the hockey season's over, Jamie Rivers might jump in one night and fucking sit
He
down.
already committed.
That's a huge deal for us, and just a small little fun commitment he can put out there, and
Right.
he can waste a Monday night,
Right.
whatever like that.
Just sit there and shoot the shit, baby.
Jamie Rivers.
But the thing is, also, it's yin and yang now. So even though they're gonna benefit us, we're gonna benefit them too.
Right.
Like,
There's nothing wrong with putting content.
there are a lot of people on our page who watch us religiously that don't really fuck with hockey. Now they're gonna probably give it a go.
Why are you talking
as well
to this
as,
dude?
huh?
Right.
Yeah, why are you talking to this dude? Why are you
And
talking
he's
to this
he's very educated man. Like when I listen to him on the radio on the show and shit, I'm just like, damn. Now I'm catching myself looking at the game a little bit different. It's fucking
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. So it's yin, take for tag, yin yang. But again, like I said, at the very most, again, like you said, we're just gonna have a crossover to the point. One of these damn days in the coming years, don't be surprised if it's next year. WrestleMania is usually like what, 2-hour, 3-hour event?
Isn't that
It's a 2-day event now. It's almost 8 hours total.
Yeah, they made it 2 days just because there's so many eyes on this.
Yeah, but the actual wrestling matches, the actual wrestling match, is one night, correct?
No,
that's
two
2
full
nights.
nights.
They've been doing it for a few years now.
Yeah, for 4 years now.
Yeah.
It's been 2 full nights of wrestling. Like literally, like
Where's
a
that
normal
this
pay-per-view.
year?
It's
Fuck. Are they back in Houston?
no, it's
I know they're not in
Vegas
Vegas.
actually.
Is it Vegas?
It's Vegas.
Oh,
That's
they're
the whole
going to
reason why they were in
Arlington.
Vegas this last week.
He's
They're
not
in
wrong.
Vegas.
He's not wrong. I wanted to say Vegas. I'm like, man, that don't sound
no,
right.
maybe it's Philly. Hold on.
I think it's Philly.
I think it's because the sign is a cracked bell.
That's
So
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philly. Sorry.
Yep. Well, like I said,
That'll be
2-day
cool.
event and everything. But
yeah,
guess what? They'll be able to add more people because, like, all right, now let's see if we can get them same girls from the Impact come in and have a battle royale.
I mean, as gross as it is, you've got the deal with Saudi Arabia. They are making a big point into being in other non-U.S. markets. They went to Puerto Rico this year for last year for one of their pay-per-views. They hadn't been to Puerto Rico in like 20 years. This pay-per-view, it superseded every metric they thought it was going to do.
That's
the people
crazy.
down there were so nuts to have this. And they actually, at that pay-per-view, they focused on Latin American stars and allowed them to come out and show out in front of their people what they could
smart.
do. All the bigger Latin American stars, the Selena Vegas, the Damian Priest, they had Bad Bunny in a match because he's the largest Latin R&B star in the world. He was in a match. So all his eyes add to all of their eyes.
Yep.
And he wasn't like in the old school hokey fucking celebrity wrestler. He was like a Jake Paul. He legitimately wanted to do this. He has been a fan his entire life. He learned how to do it as professionally as possible in 2 months and put on a show that you would like some wrestlers don't put on. Like in terms of what he did on the ring, the amount of pomp and circumstance he got, like you just like that's a whole other thing that happens now that didn't happen back in the day because Triple H is making it happen.
And it just makes sense. Like if we ever came across when we're gonna have Nelly on the podcast,
right?
Because he's from here, so you fucking invite Nelly or you invite.
That'd be a dream.
Right.
Thank you.
What is that? Right. He said that'd be a dream. He was really funny. Right. Thank you. You go to any big city. Whoever their big star is, because now, like you said, now you get their eyes from their group, and then your eyes from your group, and that's how you grow.
So I mean, it's just this is the marketing. This is the interconnective smart of what being in the business for 20 years beforehand brings to somebody who's at the head of it. McMahon was always around the business, but he was around the business side of it only. He didn't do it until he was already he was playing the characters. And then he's just being the overall, bully, asshole.
So question I want all you guys' opinion. When all this is said and done with, what's a good punishment for him?
Oh, man.
I don't want to get this ever demonetized.
Because he's already 80. He's going to evict himself from the world eventually.
What'd you say?
So can I chime in on this? Because I used to work for WWE.
Oh, get your ass on that mic.
Did you really?
No.
So, like I said, he's going to evict himself from the world eventually. I don't think there's a punishment that's going to satisfy anybody.
No, other than money.
And he's been doing that for years.
Other than money paid out, he's
been doing that for years. So, what's
your name first, man?
So what's going on? My name's Zachary Delgrativo, #1 suspect.
What's up, Zach? Welcome to What's Relevant Podcast.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Of course. So what'd you do? You said you worked for WWE back in the day.
So I did catering for WWE. So I used to feed all the wrestlers. And Vince McMahon eats steak and lobster every night.
That doesn't surprise me.
That dude is a G. And Triple H is married to his daughter.
Stephanie, yeah.
And he is now the CEO, I think, of WWE.
Yeah. Is he CEO or COO?
Chief Executive Officer.
So I think he's COO.
Well, he's basically all the C's, all the O's, all the E's.
Right.
Like he's everything essentially that's higher up right now.
Right.
But I overheard you say about his character of playing this bully, right?
Right.
And so you got to break it down a little bit more into what happened before WWE. There was all these wrestling conventions around the nation. There'd be like the Ohio State Wrestling, like underground.
Right, territories.
Yeah, territories. And then, so Vince McMahon's father was the one who created the WWF, which was a collaboration of all these underground wrestling organizations.
Mm-hmm.
And so Vince McMahon Sr. was the one who collaborated with them. Vince McMahon was the one who created this huge audience.
Right, he brought it all together.
Yeah.
He's the one that made it nationwide. He's the one that made it a traveling act.
He made it a business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why they make billions of dollars a year now, and that's why they have the longest running Monday night live show ever.
Yes, correct.
Right. But yeah.
So how long did you do catering for him?
I did catering for them for like 2 years, and
how the hell did you stumble onto that job? That's not a job that Joe blow up the street can go get. Last time I looked on Indeed, they're not hiring. Fuck.
So interesting story. I build free public skate parks I'm on a board membership of a nonprofit called KHVT. We also do the church Skate Laborious that burnt down. We're trying to rebuild that. And one of my skateboard friends worked for WWE doing this production company. And through that, he would travel to all these good skateboard cities like Portland, Seattle. And whenever he was working in those cities, I would ask if I could go join with him. I was the world's highest paid dishwasher.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So
I might have to make that your title.
Yeah.
Number one suspect, world's highest paid dishwasher.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Be a ticker tape rolls all the way
Yeah, no
across the
shit.
bottom.
So the production company of WWE had so much fucking money that they would give us, instead of flying out everybody, we could also rent a car. But as long as the production value was less than what they were going to automatically give you. Mm-hmm. So my friend who skateboards would be like, hey, production company, would you mind just renting me a car instead of paying for my flight? And they would say, yeah. So he would fly me out, and we would go skateboard. And I could make money and skateboard and work for WWE. So I ate lunch with Ric Flair.
It's like an 8-year-old's dream.
Yeah, no shit.
Ric Flair, all he talked about was his son's or his grandson's baseball, T-ball shit. Like
He was having a hard time trying to hold them alligators down.
But it was an interesting time, man.
That's awesome. What
That's
a cool
fucking
story.
fantastic.
What a cool story.
That's fucking fantastic.
So where do you guys come into play? You're just fans of...
Well, so we've been talking the last 2 weeks about all the allegation stuff that's happened, all the sexual abuse and things like that. And there was something else that came out this week from one of the former wrestlers, Ashley Massaro, that she was part of some older things that have happened to her. And I was, before we end this segment, I was going to read a clip from her affidavit. No. But that's kind of what started this. It's just, the week that the lawsuit came out from Miss Grant, we talked about it, and then last week we brought it back up because there were some other questions that we didn't get a chance to answer the week prior. So, and so then this week, pretty much over the weekend, this other affidavit thing had popped up, and I figured it's kind of an ongoing story. We went ahead and just kept talking about it and bringing it up.
So yeah, I believe, to chime in, I believe that there's now people that are comfortable with whistleblowing. And when you have the power to turn somebody into a superstar, you're also running along those allegations of the Weinsteins and the McMahons had that power of being able to say, hey, yeah, you started wrestling in Alabama. Well, I don't know what happened, but maybe there was some little side.
It's all like quid pro quo stuff. Is I'll give you this bump up, and you're going to do this.
Yeah, for that.
Yeah, and if you do this for me, I'll do this for you.
Correct.
Yeah, a lot of that stuff's going on. So.
And so that's what it comes down. It's what the basis of it is, but then it turns into depravity. It crosses certain lines because then, like some allegations, is that he's passing these people on to other men. He's sharing videos and photos to other people. He's using toys on them that he names after wrestlers he doesn't like.
So do you think it's like a blackmail?
I don't think it's blackmail because there's too many allegations that are similar from different avenues of people.
Yeah.
Over different periods of time. And there's stuff that goes back to 86.
So no, this is nowhere near blackmail. This is...
I don't think it is. But
this is air being released. Exactly what it is.
What the hell is security talking about?
He's about L.A., about where the... what was that, the WrestleMania or something like that was supposed to be?
Oh.
but it wasn't L.A. We know it's Philly. So,
but anyway, I mean, that's kind of what brought it up. I mean, it's just been, like I said, an ongoing topic the last couple of weeks. And
so do you think that what's the new wrestling federations that are coming out right now? There's the...
Well, I mean, AEW.
AEW. Do you think that through this whistleblowing of Vince McMahon and these opportunities now are going to proceed?
Opportunities as what? What do you mean?
Opportunities of, do you think AWE or...
Like jump in ratings
or...
or...
take over?
No. That's what I figured. That's what I thought you were saying. My bad. Possibly. I still believe the popularity of WWEF, when you want to call it, is still going to be like...
I think it's too big to come
too
down
big
now.
and everything. However, some people, they're going to, some wrestlers will take the opportunity to shame them to get themselves over.
Right.
Only to fail miserably if they try. Depending on the popularity of that wrestler. So, but like some of the names that are already there, they came from the WWE, Jericho, Edge, or Adam Copeland.
Yep, Christian.
And everything. I don't think they're going to say nothing like that because they respect the wrestlers that are still there, that they wrestle with, are now in the suits, basically, Triple H's, Laurinaitis, and other people that they're friends with. So, no, if they're going to take their anger out on anyone, it'll be McMahon himself, not the
Is The
actual
Rock
company.
in the suits?
He is.
Is he a part of it?
He's on the board of TKO.
Yep.
Okay.
He's a suit.
So can I tell you this?
Yep.
So The Rock is sponsored by Gillette, and I was a runner for WWE. I had to go buy The Rock like 17 cans of Gillette G3 shaving cream and razors specifically that way he could. I could not buy any off-brand.
Right, because if he was caught using it, it would screw the deal up.
Yeah,
right. That's crazy.
So I have another question. Do you think that this opens up an opportunity now that the WWE might be getting whistleblown and shit? Do you think that there's an opportunity for South Broadway Athletic Club or what do they call it?
Yeah. South Broadway. Yeah. Yep.
South Broadway and these other underground wrestling communities. Do you think that there's an opportunity for them to start advancing?
Somewhat, depending on how they do. But again, now that McMahon is gone, and what Nerdfather was saying earlier, people are gonna get looked at now. Like they, believe it or not, WWE keeps saying F. WWE do now really truly have scouts going out to these cities,
right,
who are being looked, touted as, like the, next big thing come out of this city or that city, Oh, where you good? Well, let's bring you up to NXT. Let's show you out, try you out, see what happens, see what you got. Is there any pop from you or to you? If you, if you have the goods, he'll find you.
There's a Netflix documentary right now about, it's in Kentucky, but I think they call it Ohio Valley Wrestling or something.
Because of the Ohio River.
Yeah, and so they use this as a platform for underground wrestlers to advance. And then Vince McMahon used to, like, John Cena came from there. Like, a bunch of wrestlers came from Ohio Valley Wrestling. But then they started their own camp in Florida and sort of stole that
thunder.
They kind of branched off a little bit.
But remember, again, he was looking more of the powerhouses, McMahon. He really wasn't interested in, the cruiserweights or small boys. Small boys, huh? Small boys.
That was your nickname in high school, wasn't it?
Yeah, small balls, big dick.
Hey,
however, and everything, but no.
They don't call them small balls, big dick for nothing.
You know what I'm talking about? However, but still, they were big boys.
But John Cena came from there.
I said.
Brock, so did Randy Orton.
I hung out with John Cena one time.
That's what's up.
And we went to this bar, And all these dudes in Milwaukee tried to fight John Cena.
Of course they did.
And he took 2 girls and goes, this is why I don't want to be in public. And he took 2 girls and one of them was my friend Autumn. Sorry, but
You heard me?
I made something out.
He didn't say last name. He's all right. He didn't say last name. Yeah.
And John Cena's only like 5'9". Like he ain't that. He's just wide. Like that dude is as wide as this table.
Just thick.
Yeah, but like I don't know. He just had
That's
it like
some funny
that.
stories.
What you know about thick?
But before you get to another story, can you read the
Go ahead and read this snippet.
yeah,
thing
the
real
snippet,
quick?
please.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this comes
Before
from
we
that
get too
Vice
high.
News thing. So there is one redaction because they don't want to mention another female wrestler's name in this part. But during my time with the WWE, I had observed Vince McMahon making out with other divas in the locker room, but he never paid attention to me, and I assumed it's because I was not his type. This changed after my Playboy cover was released. I was fortunate enough to be allowed to fly on the company jet, stay in the same hotels as the executives for a period of time so I could get home faster to spend more time with my daughter. On one of these occasions, Vince was attempting to get me alone with him in the hotel room late at night, and I felt very uncomfortable. He began calling the hotel room phone and my cell phone nonstop. I called Vince Dunn, who was a vice president or president of something at the time, to explain the situation, and he said I should tell Vince I was not feeling well and that I would just see him on TV the next day, so I did. Immediately after that night, Vince started writing my promos. I'm going to hold off for there for a second. At this time, Vince did not do any writing of any storylines. He paid writers for this.
Then why the hell did he write her?
He's going to get to it.
That's what I'm saying. So this is what makes this weird. So he never, for anyone else, male or female, he just, that's what he paid writers for. That's what he hired you for.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yep, he was a writer.
Vince does not write promos for female wrestlers. That is the job of the creative department, and he certainly wouldn't have, under any normal circumstances, written a promo for me, but he did. And the promos were written with the clear intention of ruining my career. I brought the first script that Vince wrote for me to the WWE employee in charge of creative at the time, Michael Hayes, part of the Midnight Express? No.
Yeah. No. They were the Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Fabulous Thunderbirds, sorry, fucked it up. And he said, we're not saying this. Who the fuck wrote this for you? And I told him Vince did. And he changed his look and said, well, kid, that's just the breaks. Meaning that Vince wanted to end my career and destroy my reputation, and he was going to get his way. He is known for this type of behavior, and he also did this too, this is the name that's redacted, upon her departure from WWE. In addition, after that night, each time I walked by him, he would make vulgar, sexually explicit comments that were clearly designed to make me feel uncomfortable. And that's where the excerpt ends. No, that's.
I was like, who's the picture?
Oh,
that's old girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That is gross to hear.
For real, he didn't even get his way. He's like, okay, I'll get rid of you one way or another. That's exactly what it was.
I did post that. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you said that.
Oh no, I also said she's not the first nor the last. Big Timmy, baby. She's not the first nor one will be last, and it's sad.
Yeah.
Continue.
I was just gonna say. So I did tagged it on our Facebook page Saturday night or whenever I saw it, and then I'll relink it in the YouTube stuff when I get to that part. So, but I mean, it is something if you want to see, or I think there is more of an article behind it. I just took a picture of the snippet part so I could read that tonight and get up easy. But I'm kind of done talking about this stuff. If you have something last minute to say, I want to get off the topic.
Last thing before we go.
Yeah, I got to go as well. But do you think that you could take WWE wash-ups, maybe you call them, or whistleblowers, or, you know, the WWE, WWF, whatever, has cleaned house multiple times, but they have a large fan base. So do you think that you could start a new wrestling league?
Absolutely not.
No,
I mean,
it's
not to compete with WWE. Absolutely not. It's too much of a monster. If you did it 30 years ago, sure, but now, absolutely not.
I mean, that's why AEW, they're comfortable being number 2, essentially.
AEW came out of nowhere and took over.
Yeah, I mean, but they don't have a problem. They're not trying to take and be WWE again. They're comfortable being the number 2 spot because they have a different level of fan base, or they have a lot of their fan base that crosses over because that's just with the internet and like what we talk about a lot of weeks too, the fact that everything is in your hands, it's easy to be a fan of all these different things now, whereas back in the 90s, you only had the cable network to watch. So you either watch this show or you watch that show, or you might tape and watch it at different nights, but you weren't fans of a lot of these underground places unless you were in a real podunk place that you didn't have access to these bigger market things.
That's where WWE original Vince McMahon Sr. came into play because all these underground leagues were only marketing to stationary broadcasts, and then he was the one who came in and put all the productions into a national broadcast.
Right.
So.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I'm Vince McMahon out for all.
I was going to say,
Yeah, we're Vince McMahon, but thanks for coming on, man.
I'm grossed out.
Right,
for
we
sure.
get it.
Hey, thank you very much. Check us out. My name's Zachary, #1 suspect. Catch me on Instagram at Suspicious Suspect. And we're doing fundraisers for Skate Laborious, the skateboard church that burnt down. We're trying to rebuild that. And
where is that at? Like what street?
So that was at 18th Street North Broadway. So it's actually 1835 North 18th Street, right off of Cass and Broadway.
Gotcha.
And March 9th, we're doing a fundraiser at Mississippi Underground, which is where the old Mississippi Nights Club used to be.
Okay, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And we're
Fundraiser for who?
For Skate Laborious.
For the
Nice.
thing that burnt down.
Yeah, so, fire burned it down. We're trying to rebuild it into a free public skate park for underprivileged communities.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
So, love to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
appreciate it.
Thank
I will
you.
mention that on the YouTube thing. I'll give you a tag in the description. I'll make sure I mention that part there for you for sure.
That's Instagram, Suspicious Suspect. Check me out.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks,
Looking up,
buddy.
man.
Appreciate it. No problem.
Just be careful.
Appreciate it, man. Suspicious.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.
Okay.
So, do you want to get into some tech news, or you want to just jump back into the Super Bowl stuff?
No,
We
let's
got
get the
about-
tech news.
We can tech out for a minute.
Yeah, because I know you're dying to talk
Well-
about that.
It's not necessarily. Well, so after last week's podcast, I don't remember how we got on it. If I saw the commercial for it, or we were just talking about something else.
I think you saw a commercial after we were kind of wrapping up.
We were in the other bar. We were just hanging out. I actually hung out for one time. I don't usually hang out after stuff. But I had showed you and told you about the new peripheral that Apple's has put out.
Yep.
They're very expensive peripheral.
$3,000.
$34.99 is their starting price.
You can go eat a bag of dicks.
YouTubers are using this like big time.
They are.
Using it for what?
So, for example, a guy named Ryan Trahan, he does like long distance stuff. Like kind of, he's a Mr. Beast copyright a little bit.
Okay.
But a little bit like he does different things than Mr. Beast. But he wore the thing for 50 hours or something like that.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, he just wore it straight for 50 hours, and he only could use that, and it was crazy. But he got around. He did everything. He just interacted with people. He would go out in public. It was crazy how he.
It is crazy. I'm not paying $3,400. I can tell you that.
Right.
So
Right, that
you
ain't
were.
happening.
So after talking with you and showing you a couple quick things, you were blown away by it.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I'm like,
guys. Have a
I'm
good
like
night.
that'd be fucking neat.
I mean,
Appreciate
appreciate
it, man.
it. So I was kind of diving into it. So the one thing you cannot do with this device, because Apple is very specific about how you name things, you cannot say that this is a VR headset.
That's true.
Isn't it the same? What's the difference?
Well, the
It is
problem
the
Well,
same.
it's
the
virtual-
naming, like I said, the naming of
it's
it.
spatial computing.
Yes.
They do not want you using the word virtual or augmented reality.
Which it basically
Because
is.
that
Isn't
means
it-
it's
isn't
like
it the-
everything else.
Is it the same thing?
That's why they call it FaceTime instead of fucking Skype.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Yes, but they call it
Copyrights,
FaceTime.
brother. It's copyright.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Their
brother.
version of it. It works with the narrow
Trademark.
ecosystem. That's it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they actually like video real time, which is
I mean, they do.
crazy.
So, I mean, a couple quick things. So, the name of it, what they call is spatial computing, which means that you get to put up a virtual world in front of you. So like my computer screen, I can have it hovering, and as I move my head, it could move with me. Or I could have it locked in a certain place, and I could turn back to it to interact with it later. They offer things like Mac integration. So if you have a MacBook, a Mac desktop, you can do some stuff with iPhones and your iPads. You can basically mirror those screens into real time somewhere in a floating virtual world next to you. You got a phone call coming in, bud.
What the hell? Nah, I'll get him.
Go get him back.
He's supposed to be in the hell. Continue.
Compared to other headsets, though, their other big thing, which you just mentioned, was their pass-through of surroundings. So they have external cameras on the front of the goggles.
Yeah, that's what me and you were talking about last week, and that's when I was like, what? What is this?
So if I had one on now, even though because what it is there's lenses, but there's a complete computer blocking your view from forward.
You can't see his eyes, but he can see you.
Right.
Like having tinted windows.
Correct.
Right.
It's the same idea. So, but the cameras on their side allow you, it videotapes things in real time, and the lag is like less than 1 millisecond roughly, like in terms of what it takes and how it retransmits it.
Yeah.
So basically in real time, I could react to what's going on. They weren't throwing a ball fast, but one of the videos I watched through Marquez Brownlee, he was playing catch with like a soft like Nerf ball from about here to OPP, maybe a little bit further.
Yeah.
And with the goggles on, was able to catch the device with very little harm. I mean, he never got hit.
Ryan Trahan played Ultimate Frisbee in it.
Yeah, I mean.
Really?
Yeah. Because he wanted to play Frisbee and test it out like physically.
It itself, it has like a battery pack, so it is much more mobile than a lot of other VR or AR headsets.
Yeah. You put it on your pocket like your phone, and then you wear it like you're wearing headphones.
Yes, I mean, so like those big like power banks that you see guys put in their pockets.
Yeah.
You could plug into one of those and go about all day wearing this thing, essentially, like the gentleman did.
For 50 hours.
Yeah.
But he would change out the battery pack.
I was going to say, how long did that charge?
I was going to say, how long is the battery pack?
I don't know how long it was.
So according to Marquez Brownlee, off of the regular device, at standard, you should get about 2.5 hours.
Oh, he changed a lot if he wore for 50 hours.
So he must have had either a really large power bank or they were switching out power banks for him constantly, possibly.
He had a large power bank, and then he would have to do it. He did it on camera like a couple times. I guess not real, like, video editing. Like,
right.
They're not going to show it a bunch of times.
Right.
But,
correct.
But yeah, I mean, he had a large battery pack, and then I think someone else would charge it for him.
And then swing it back over.
And then swing it back over to him.
Had himself a labor lackey for
behind the scenes sort of thing going on.
But I mean, at one point in time, the gentleman I watched, he had probably 4 or 5 different screens plus his Mac screen had popped up.
That's what was so crazy, that you can just sit here and just have like all these screens going on.
It had a virtual keyboard. One thing is you can't type like you would normally type, though. The only way so far that they've gotten to interact with things is the cameras on the inside of the thing that tell the computer where your eyes are looking, so it knows how to turn, in real world space. It pays attention to exactly where your eyes are focused on the screen. Somehow, like how the cameras and lasers work. And then it has cameras on the bottom that sense where your hands are at. And so it recognizes where your hands are at in real space, and you have to basically pluck what you're doing. So if you're going to type, I'd have to hunt and peck to type on this keyboard. But once you do it, he said, for about, see you, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. So once he did it for about 2 hours, he said, maybe 4 hours playing it, he got real fast at being able to hunt and peck like you would, like old school typing. Yeah. So he didn't have to do the home key thing. He was just like this. Or when he wanted to open up a screen, he'd do like that. So if you've ever seen the movie like Minority Report with Tom Cruise, there's a scene like he's got goggles on and he's doing it's all see-through screens, but he's doing the same thing where he's plucking things out and moving them here and moving them there, like he's tossing things around. They do a virtual scene like that in the first Iron Man where he's building the suit. He's taking parts away and whatever. Those things came about and now they're becoming more reality.
Right.
Question, do we need this?
Need?
No, want, yes.
So need.
I don't know if I want it. I think this scares me.
Now, no, yeah, I wouldn't say. But
also Ryan did say nobody should be driving while wearing that.
Didn't we watch a video? Somebody had them on when they were driving.
There are idiots in Cybertrucks or other autonomous driving vehicles, but typically they're Teslas because it's the most popular one on the road. and I guess because it's the Cybertruck, you look even more cool or more status, whatever. There are idiots who are driving in Cybertrucks, letting the truck do the driving, and they're paying attention through the goggles.
Yeah, how much more virtual do we need to just have more accidents?
It's fucking crazy.
Well, you speak of that. So there is a thing you can do with this that does allow the person you're looking at to see a representation of your eyes. So when you first start it up, like you would start like a phone or a MacBook, you create like your profile, your ID. Well, it does this avatar thing where you take the outside camera and it scans your face. So you move your face in certain directions, up and down, all the way left and right, and it creates whatever, and it focuses on your eyes. So it'll do a recreation of your eyes on the other side, because there's actually another screen on the outside of it. So while you're looking outward, basically an avatar version of your eyeballs will face out and look. So the person you're talking to doesn't feel as disconnected to you.
That's why I'm saying, do we need this?
I just answered
right now,
it.
no.
Do we need it?
But
no.
This will have applications and things for medical, for transportation, for logistics that will far supersede the bullshit you see so far.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of bullshit.
Because you could do things where you could have cameras on over-the-road trucks and you could tie into them.
Right.
And you could be doing virtual inventory of the truck while the truck's driving and keep track of what your truck drivers are doing. It would create less waste. You could have it where...
less accidents.
Correct. It could create... Like,
you could have a virtual driver where it's actually driving and you're not dying.
Yeah, I mean, there's other...
That is so
there's
crazy.
so many other things. So but there'll be applications that will make things like this, maybe not this version, but things like this, they'll become very popular and very useful in certain spots, in certain niches. With the way it does the face taking, you can take what is FaceTime and you can do a now Ready Player One like chat with people.
Yeah.
In fake space, in virtual space, and it pays attention. The thing that I saw is this guy talks like me, like with his hands. Well, he's doing this while I'm looking at you, but I happen to also be in a virtual chat with OPP. While I'm doing this, my hands don't show up on his screen. But the moment I look at him, my hands show up on his screen and stop showing up on yours.
That's so creepy.
Because the camera is recognizing where you're looking,
right,
to know where to represent.
That's why it's $3,400.
And that's the thing. I mean, it is a full-blown Mac computer essentially inside the headset.
It's so crazy.
Pretty much.
I still think it's overpriced because I think everything Apple is overpriced, but I understand why they took 10 extra years on top of when the first wave of like the hype, when like the first Oculuses were coming out, when Facebook first bought Oculus and those things. Like, I understand why they took them another 10 years to bring their version of it out because they wanted to make it their own thing and have their own catch to it. I mean, they were talking about this when I was in Florida. They were already talking about Apple's developing this. Apple's developing this. You got to get the Samsung versions out there as fast as possible because we don't want to be swallowed up by the Apple version.
Yeah. But now Apple's out.
But you could buy 7 of the next most powerful fucking VR headset that actually has full-blown games developed for it for what you pay for one of these machines.
Yeah, I know.
So crazy.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome to the conversation, Kat.
Hi.
Why you so obsessed with me?
Because it's me.
Did you enjoy your day yesterday?
I did. I actually did. I got to spend time with family.
That's
I was very surprised at that answer earlier.
I did. I did enjoy my day. I'm not a sore loser.
Oh. Are you saying there's someone on the panel that's a sore loser?
Oh, yeah?
Backus shit. Sorry, allergies in the middle of winter. My bad.
How's he a sore loser?
Because he don't abide by the rules.
How did I not abide by the rules, baby?
Oh my God, are we going to do this every fucking podcast?
We going to do this every time till you get this shit straight.
Are we going to relive this fucking podcast? Go ahead. Please, can I finish? Where's the fucking magical one?
Okay, I'm finished.
The magical one?
Yeah, the magical one. Yes. No, the other one.
The pony.
The pony.
My little pony.
Fucker.
My little pony.
No, we have to like relive this every time we argue about this.
I don't know why you continue to think
the
that
overall bet.
The overall bet. Yes, the overall bet was if you beat me twice, Yes.
No.
I will.
It's who went further. That was always the original bet.
The original bet, yes.
Because you got saucy and confident.
Yes. Who went further, yes. But you said the original bet was not, well,
the original bet was with the original rules.
Excuse me. No.
Why would I change
that? That was not part of the original bet.
Yes,
going further was to.
You didn't watch the podcast, did you? Because I did.
No, but Mikey's got it pulled up.
I know you do. Yeah.
I'm getting ready
to the podcast page.
I gotta save my notes so I can look up what goddamn podcast it was again. Hold on.
That I will root.
It was right before 9/11. The original bet was, and I didn't even make you do all of it. Was you had to be supporting of the other team.
What?
You had to wear the other person's gear, which you did not.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not do it, and that's only because.
You didn't change your Facebook profile. You didn't go on and talk about how the white girl knew more about football than you. You didn't do none of that.
Ma'am, can I finish? May I finish?
Hit it. Please, can I finish?
May I finish? May I finish?
Please, can I finish?
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
I was dealing with some stuff at home, so I could not do that. So I couldn't really do that and everything. So I figured, my red shirt, the
one by trash.
Oh, it is trash too.
No, you said it was by your trash can.
Yeah.
I remember that podcast too.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yes, my trash can in storage.
For all of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember shit you said like 5 years ago.
Yes, it was.
Mother sucker.
Right. It was by the trash can in storage. So I had to go and get it, but I didn't get a chance to. However, being a fan throughout the whole season, going into what's spring training?
Postseason?
Well, no. The
training camp.
Training camp. Thank you, because I was gonna call it 2 days. Training camp. That was only if you each one of us team beats us twice. So if I beat you twice, you'll be around until the training season, and vice versa. That was vice versa. Now I'm waiting for Nerdfather to finally help me.
We kept with the original bet, which was who went further, and we were sticking to the same guidelines. Because then you got, like I said, saucy and confident.
Oh, I know.
And made side bets, and that's when you got yourself confused.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Yes, it is. She was wrong.
Nope.
She was wrong.
No, because I proved it 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
I know this podcast. I watch this shit.
Stepdaddy, have you found anything?
No, I got it.
You're gonna have to give him.
Hey, don't worry, guys.
I don't remember the fucking which one it was. I had this
We're
last
in a
week.
he said, she said situation.
Yeah, we're in a
I know
bad situation right
We
now.
went through this last goddamn week, and now
2
I
weeks
do it
ago,
again.
I remember. Again, I'm a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say
So
something
you're,
like
so you're
nope,
not
no.
salty about the loss at all?
No, it was a great fucking game.
That was a very exciting game.
Everybody was talking about how much of a boring game it was going to be. It was a fantastic, nail-biting game.
Did you enjoy the halftime show? Really?
It was an
I was a little
it
disappointed.
Was an to me too.
Really?
He still has it. Alicia Keys is what stole that halftime
Boy,
show.
don't see them thighs, boy. I was like,
Alicia Keys stole the halftime show.
I like Luda.
You can have a.
And I was very confused.
I got a real woman.
I was really confused on how he went from tennis shoes to roller skates back to tennis shoes so quickly.
Like I said,
mean, it was fucking fast.
It was magical.
Like I was like
They
playing
had
on
that
my
shit
phone
on
during the
red.
halftime.
Oh, they definitely
And I
had-
looked up and he had shoes on. And I'm playing on my phone. I look back up. I'm like, he got fucking roller skates on. When did that happen? And then I look back down. I look back up, and he's dancing again with no skates on. I'm like, how the fuck did he do that so fast?
Everybody's going roller skating now.
Right. He had people in the back ready for him. Like, all right, cool. Sit down. Rip hands off. Boom, boom. Put the other ones in. Bob.
I mean,
highly-
he's still a great dancer, obviously. He's fucking Usher.
I was highly entertained, especially with him having the Michael Jackson glove on.
I caught that.
Yeah, that was
but
dope.
I think
I didn't
Alicia
see
Keys.
that.
I think Alicia Keys has really stole that halftime show.
So we're at my buddy Terry's house, and my buddy's daughter.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in
Yeah,
reverse.
put it in reverse. You know Terry from poker. His daughter lost her ish when Usher took his shirt off. I was like, "Look, girl, calm down.
You don't sit your fast ass down some motherfucking word."
18-year-old girl screaming because Usher took his
My
shirt
kids
off.
are like that. My nieces.
She said, "Ah!"
He half naked.
Oh, that shit was funny.
It was hilarious.
But no, I wasn't. It was a good. I'm not gonna say it was bad. I would just.
It wasn't no Fergie.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was no.
better than
It was.
Fergie.
It was no Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, you want to see a nipple?
I saw 2 apparently.
Gonna have you naked.
But
by
it's
the
not
end of the
something that's
song.
gonna have like everybody talking for years to come.
I think
type scenario.
I put it in the probably top 10. Obviously, nobody's beating Michael Jackson.
Nobody's beating Michael Jackson.
And
Prince.
Post Malone, that was you called that one.
pretty good.
Antonio called that one. It was one of those like, could have done without that.
Yeah. He lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Well,
Reba did great. She made that classy.
She can still get it.
She made it very classy.
the ending. She was a little shaky.
But
at
then
the
again,
beginning,
nothing's
but-
ever gonna top Whitney.
No.
Ever.
And Whitney wasn't pre-recorded.
Right.
No.
Like everybody else is pre-recorded.
But she did good. I wasn't impressed. But no, I mean it was a great fucking game. It was.
The fact that it went to overtime,
Which
made
I
it better.
believe it's the second game ever in history
Super Bowl.
of Super Bowl going into overtime. So
They
we
both
made
happened
history
the
again,
last
just so
10
you know,
years.
Bub.
Do what?
They both happened the last 10 years.
Yeah, the first one was in like 2017 with the Patriots and Atlanta.
Yeah, because it was 28-3 at halftime, and Tom Brady became Tom Brady.
Yep.
But then my mind comes into play like, is it rigged or is it not rigged? Because who
It's
does not call?
Fucking scripted.
Who does not call fair catch on a punt return when the game's that tight?
What? What do you?
You don't remember?
He didn't call fair catch on the punt return.
On the punt that we've muffed.
And he muffed it. And
he did. Oh, he did it. But
yeah, but who does that?
Okay, but it hit off his player's foot. He's not
No,
thinking
hands,
about
hands.
fit.
He tried to grab it.
He tried to grab it.
I'm not talking
hit
about
off
the
his
field
foot
goal.
first. His
No,
player,
the
his
guy
uncle.
running toward the thing, it hit his foot and rolled forward.
So he had to go get the ball no matter what. No
Fair
fair
catch
catches
was gone.
It was gone. It doesn't matter.
But I know what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, well, yes, true. However, that's the returner's the returner's fault, because if the ball's coming towards him, and his gunner,
he's waving everybody off.
You can't wave nobody. You got to yell fire. Hear it. That's a football term that everybody says all the damn time. Fire, fire! Get the fuck away from me.
Right.
And they go elsewhere. Then he can managely, all right, cool. They can't touch me because I'm already waving a fair catch, and I can try to play the ball.
Then you can argue that.
Yeah, there's no way. The Niners gunner did not listen, or excuse me, the Niners receiver, punt returner, he did not yell fire. So of course they thinking he's he's okay. Ball touches him, he has recovered, he's getting knocked out.
NFL, they were gonna make sure KC won that game.
Whoa.
Taylor Swift won two.
Man.
Taylor Swift won two Grammys last weekend.
Hold on.
You think?
Man.
Listen to Daddy. Tay won two Grammys last weekend. You don't think they know that girl's gonna be at the stage? They're gonna let her boyfriend lose on the biggest game of the world? Okay. Absolutely not. That shit was scripted.
What controversial?
Then why would
play
you
is
keep
there?
watching and putting money into something you know is scripted?
Because I'm entertained.
Because it's like wrestling.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
entertained.
But we know, but
Yes, but I don't bitch about it being
What controversial play happened?
the only play.
What controversial play happened that
The-
should have been overturned?
Come
None.
on,
Can you think of one?
Yes, I can.
Come on now.
It was only
the,
one.
The quote-unquote horse collar that was called, and that wasn't really a horse collar.
It was
that was-
against KC.
I know.
That was a
that
horse
was a
collar.
makeup call because they called some bad holdings against San
Yeah.
Fran. There's a hold on every fucking play.
There's a lot of holding on both sides.
Yeah, it's,
The only
it's
controversial play I honestly saw was the.
It makes me question. I'm not saying it was, but it makes me question.
and how is that wide receiver wide open in overtime? How are you that open?
It was a play.
You that open?
He thought the receiver was going in. He motioned in, but he once the ball's hiked.
Why is the
he goes
wide
back out.
receiver behind you when you got that less to defend? There should be nobody behind you.
Because he had his eyes set on the quarterback and set on the receiver.
And how'd that work out for him?
He got his ass toasted.
Right.
Toasted.
But either way, everybody was talking about how one team was going to blow the other team out of the water, and that just wasn't the case.
I honestly thought it was going to be a blowout. By either one, I say it's either going to be a blowout by San Fran or going to be a blowout by.
Yeah.
I know KC was not going to blow the ball. They didn't have the receivers or the offense.
And did you see what happened with the what's that Niner kid's name? He's that rookie that fell. He tore his Achilles tendon. That's what happened.
Get ready to get in the
He
game.
wasn't a rookie.
Oh, I thought he was the
That was a
rookie.
vet.
that's
that was your
Greenlaw.
Greenlaw. That was no rookie.
That was one of your best defenders. That was a
If
big
not
loss.
the best defender.
Yeah, he fucking tore his Achilles tendon.
I was like,
walking out there.
he hurt himself walking.
I'm like, how the hell
No,
did
he
this
was
happen?
like jumping up and
I know.
down,
He
and
was
then
trying to
would
get
go-
on the
And I was
get on the
wondering,
field.
like, did his cleat get stuck in the turf or what? Like what caused it?
So what happened? No.
Like what made him fall? But then it turned out I found out today it was Achilles tendon.
Crazy.
And I
Yes.
was like, holy shit.
Again, they showed the replay. He was so anxious to get back on the field and just wait until. And
damn well you'd have been just as juiced up.
I understand that. However,
true.
you just.
I mean, Kelsey got in the coach's face for crying out loud.
That was
the only controversial call. Again, it went against.
It was a pretty fair.
It went against San Fran. Was the double pass? Pitch it to the receiver. Pitch back to the wide receiver.
They scored.
Yeah, I know, but the thing is, they should never count it because they had illegal lineman cross the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
I don't even remember seeing him.
Okay,
but it was a great.
But it was for them. You're saying it wasn't against them.
No, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be against.
It's against KC.
It's supposed to be against KC. It's supposed to be hey. Regardless, however, that should not have been a touchdown. But
I wanted a good game, and I got a good game.
Yeah, it was a great game either way. But it makes.
But it was not. Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be no blowout.
Oh my God.
A lot of people. It's not just me. It's a lot of people. A lot of people. It's not even people that are Niners fans.
Right.
Every big game is going to have those people.
Oh yeah, they're going to have. Yeah, they're going to have.
There's no staying away from
it's people that aren't even a Niners fan or they're not even KC fans. Like they don't like either team.
Right.
You know, like it's all over Facebook and social media. Like really.
Right.
You're gonna
it
go all
happens
the way
to be
back.
in Vegas and KC's pointed to win, and all of a sudden
They were favored.
the Niners are to win. And then KC pulls out as the underdogs. Imagine that fucking payout.
Yeah, 49ers are favored by 2.5.
Yeah, imagine that fucking payout.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They brought in billions of dollars for that one day.
I mean, it is Vegas. Come on now.
Yeah,
Did
my
Dez
home
really
away
catch
from
it?
home.
And everything. So.
But no, did you see some in Vegas? Off topic, sorry. I saw it earlier that guy climbed up on that spear building.
He broke millions of dollars.
Yeah, I just saw that.
They were talking about. I think that was Jimmy was talking about.
He climbed up the
Jimmy
building.
was talking about that yesterday.
Which climbed up the sphere.
Yeah, climbed up the spears and stood on top, and they brought him down because he broke how much you think? Worth?
Like $1 million worth.
$1 million
of
worth of damage climbing up there, and then they got him down and arrested him.
I'm beating your ass.
Yeah, they just built it.
Yeah, just built.
Yeah.
I'm beating your ass.
He's gonna be in jail for a long time.
The fuck is wrong with him?
He was protesting something. I don't know. But those people are crazy, and they'll do whatever they want just to get the.
Yeah, I just saw that. Sorry, that was totally off topic, but we were talking about Vegas.
Yeah, I heard about that story.
Yeah.
He climbed it.
And they got video of him climbing it. Like, it's like far out, and then it zooms in, and as it's zooming in, you can finally make out the guy climbing up the side of the fucking building. And it's like, okay, Spider-Man.
I wonder what he's protested.
I don't know.
The fuck's
I don't know.
wrong?
I
The
never
ass
looked.
whooping he's about to catch.
Yeah.
He catching some
He's
hands.
lucky he didn't die.
You know shit.
Yeah, lying,
What if
yeah.
he would slip?
Yeah. But second off, who creates a ladder on the side of a building like that?
I mean, that does make it look
Yeah.
climbable.
Well, you have to because you have to fix a light or something.
Oh, you would
Yeah.
think
Oh,
like,
they got a couple lights they gotta fix
yeah, that
now.
would make sense. I'm like, why wouldn't you have like inside access? Like,
Well, there's a
point?
couple
One
lights.
light goes out, the whole sphere probably goes out.
He's got to climb mountains because fuck that shit. I'd be getting lightheaded and shit, like almost passing out.
Don't look down.
I had friends who've seen it, and they say it's like awesome. It's cool.
Really?
To see.
My
It's
sister-in-law
it's the
told me about
skyline.
it.
It just makes the skyline cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister said it's pretty awesome.
Maybe I'll see it when I'm
sister-in-law.
down there in June.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great game. It was a tight game. It was a nail-biting game, and I was fine with it. I was okay with that loss because it was an ass whooping both ways. It wasn't just one-sided.
Right.
That's what I call a serious football game.
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
They both put up a fucking fight, and at that point, like when it hit OT, I was like, either way,
Right.
Either way, I'm cool because this is a fucking game.
And 101, I was listening to this morning, said that their only hiccup the 49ers did, they should have deferred.
Well, but
no,
I don't.
no,
a lot of the
I-
players didn't know the rule.
Yeah.
They're saying on the media
Because they changed the rules recently, did they, or was this
Yeah,
the
they
first
did.
time
Well,
the new
because of
rules?
the
They did it.
Bills-Chiefs game.
Yes.
Because of that game.
Oh, okay.
They changed everything.
Yes.
And-
Yes.
Because I was reading it, and yeah, I think my husband's a big football guy.
Right.
Huge.
Right.
Knows history off the top of his head, all types of shit. Yeah. And they were telling the rules, and my brother-in-law was like, so it's the first team that scores, and Ronnie's like, yeah. I'm like, no.
No,
it's
it's
they
not.
both get a chance.
Right.
And then if they both are still in tie
It
after
goes into-
OT,
it goes
then
into-
it's whoever scores
Then it goes
first. And
sudden
Ronnie's
death.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Fucking pulls out his phone like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, they changed that a couple years ago, I believe.
Because of the Bills-Chiefs game.
Yeah, but no, it was a fantastic game. And like I said, when it went to OT, because I'm not a sore loser,
Who was that dagger for?
I was okay with it going either way. I was okay with it either way.
Yeah.
I was good with it. Where here, Antonio would be like, we were hurt. My guy tore his Achilles tendon walking out on that field.
I mean, unfortunately,
she's not wrong.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your guy actually did.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yours are all just making up lies?
Oh, no.
Okay.
We was actually
I was
hurt.
gonna say.
Half the team was hurt.
You mean to
had
tell me
one dude that was hurt.
if you tear your Achilles tendons, that is not an injury? Is that what you're telling me?
I did not say that.
That
All I
sounds
said
like what
was,
you're
I
aiming
said
out for.
one dude got hurt.
Where's my cushion, by the way?
And everybody goes to hell? Is that what you're trying to say?
What?
Is that what you're trying to say? One guy gets hurt and the whole team goes to
No,
hell?
because we still played well.
Yeah. And then congratulations, one guy. We had a half a team that was hurt.
Sounds like you got to stop being pussies, son.
Oh.
Or
yeah.
we got to stop being pussies.
Oh, I mean, you guys had 30 years worth of being pussies. So.
Why are you so obsessed
That's all right.
with me?
She is, isn't she?
No, I'm good because I'm not a sore loser. I'm glad KC won. They put up a good game.
Cuh.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Do you think Spags won that game or Mahomes won that game? Or was it a mix of both?
Andy Reid won that game.
Why?
Andy Reid makes all the offensive play calls.
But also, but he don't do nothing but defense.
But what did the offense do in the first half?
Yeah,
Not much. They only put up 3 points.
Like I said, yeah.
Because 49ers defense had something for that ass.
They studied.
Yeah, Mahomes couldn't get loose and get after it.
I don't think Mahomes won that
They
game.
studied the Bucks game because it looked a lot similar to that.
Agreed.
They studied that game.
And they should have kept playing like that.
Yeah, no, I
But
don't
the
think
loss
Mahomes
of
won that.
Greenlaw was affecting that. And the loss of, not the loss, well, they committed to the run. They finally committed to the run.
And then they stopped running the ball with McCaffrey.
They decommitted from the run.
Yeah.
You're talking about,
Yeah, no, I don't think Mahomes won that because you could tell like Mahomes was pissed off as fuck too. He was in his own head as well.
Yeah, him and Kelsey both were
first
hurt.
half, yeah.
No,
Because they trying to do
going
something.
into the second half too, he was in his head. You could see him sitting on that bench
Threw
and
that
he was
interception.
fuming.
Yeah, once he threw that pick, I'm like, oh.
I thought it was over after he
did
threw
too.
that.
Yeah, I
I
did.
did too.
And then
that fumble.
and then they gave him life.
Yep.
And then they pounced right on it.
Yep.
As soon as he fumbled, they scored within 2 plays.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it changed.
Yeah, no, I don't think Mahomes won that game. I think it was kind of like a group effort.
It's a team. However,
Yeah, it was a group effort.
I'm going to say
on both teams.
he's a big part of why they won that game because you put another Joe Mo quarterback in there, they're not winning that game.
Oh, no.
No, especially with he did it with his legs too,
Right.
which is even
well,
crazier.
when they start,
That's what makes
when
him dangerous.
Yeah.
Once they
can't get
start
over
getting,
Kelsey.
once Casey start getting on the road.
What about when he bumped the coach?
Yeah, when
that
that's
was
so
bullshit.
disrespectful. Someone said that, so I was reading on it, obviously, that he was going in there telling him to put him back in and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
because he sat him for a couple plays.
it don't matter. You don't touch your coach.
Right.
That's a respect level.
Yeah, but Andy Reid said on the media as coming
Of course
back.
he's gonna spin it like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you mean to tell me if a rookie did that, he would have the same outcome?
Yeah.
No.
But he's got the longest tenure on the team.
Who?
Kelsey.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so,
He's gonna spin it to the media so it doesn't look as bad as it looks.
Yeah,
it looked bad.
It looks bad.
It
It's
looked
still gonna
bad,
look bad. It's
but
still continuing to look bad.
He did, like you said, he did spin it like, oh, it was like nothing.
Right.
Like, he does that all the time.
Right, he keeps me young or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
Doug,
no. There's a respect level with your coach, and I think I played many years of sports.
Yeah, he was out of
many years.
he
I
was out
would
of
never
pocket.
talk to a coach like that.
Me neither.
Especially on national television.
I mean,
in a important game when he's
doesn't-
got enough shit going on.
Right.
Well, remember he had.
You think you're going to be the only person to save this team from losing?
Right.
Your head too big.
Right.
Your head too big.
One of my soccer coaches I wanted to punch in the face because all he did was make us run. We wouldn't do any drills.
just-
All we did was run.
I think
Remember-
he's just a competitor at the end of the day.
We all
Of course we are.
competitors. We're all
Yeah. But
competitors.
remember,
Super Bowl is just height.
Yeah.
head coach Reed has that kind of temperament. He's chill, relaxed.
Yeah.
But that's
However,
what tells me that Kelsey was scared.
However, if that was his supposed to be successor and Bieniemy, that would never happen.
Absolutely not.
Because Bieniemy is known to be tough on his players. You think anyone's gonna give him his face like that? Boy, you don't get the fuck up. Sit your ass down, boy. that shit ain't happening.
Those players
But
didn't.
I was happy to see that as a Niners fan because that told me they were scared.
Exactly.
They were freaking out.
They were freaking out.
They
That's what
didn't
that
know what
told
to
me.
do.
Right.
Well, yeah.
They
They
were
didn't
shook.
expect the Niners show up like
Yeah,
that.
they were
They were
shook.
expecting
And
like
that's-
last year.
Yep. They were shook.
Yeah, the Niners did.
They
were both fighting each
other. That's what I'm saying. That's why they're predicted to win the Super Bowl next year. They're a better team. I still think they're a better team. You're not going to talk me out of that.
What, San Fran?
Yeah, that they're a better team than KC. KC, not one game. I watched most of their games this year. Not one game that I'm like, man, they look dangerous. They don't. They just got Mahomes. I mean, Kelsey even had some stinkers in those.
Yeah, Romo said it best. The one guy you don't want right now on the field is on the field.
Right.
Right.
He did say that like a couple times during the broadcast.
Yeah, I was listening to that. But no, his freak out like that, I was like, we in their heads,
It was that,
man.
and he was missing, again, Mahomes in the first half was missing some reads.
Oh, my
and everything.
God,
So
yes.
I saw
yeah.
So which led to...
That intentional
Which
grounding.
led him to freak out like that, yelling like, look, you're throwing it to, this receiver when I'm right on the sideline, wide open and everything. I understand that. However, you don't go to the coach that. You go to Mahomes about that. Hey, man, hey, you overlooking fucking me, man.
Right. Right.
So.
Yeah.
That's like it's like having an issue inside your business and you go above your boss's head.
My bad.
Like, you don't do that.
Right.
But no, it was a great fucking game.
So, no, what you say?
I forget what I was going to say.
But no.
It was a great game. It really was. It was hyped. It was good.
However, there were some few people that honestly did not show up for that game.
Kelsey being one of them.
I don't know about that.
Because he had, 2 yards in the first half?
He caught like one catch or something stupid like that.
That was in there. But was that really him or the defensive coverage they had on? They rolled safeties on top of him. Of course, he wasn't going to have no big catches and everything. However, on the flip side for San Fran,
we were on point.
What Debo do yesterday?
He got injured.
33 yards.
Yeah, because he got hurt.
Oh, him. I saw a
hurt.
stat. I saw a stat. Him and Brandon Ayuk both had 6 receptions between the two of them.
Yes.
You can't have that when you're. Yeah, you can't have that.
That's
and also,
scary.
I think Spags played a hell of a. He coached a hell of a game.
And you beat me to it because I was going to say, like, that's just Spags. I don't like being in multiple Super Bowls. He played. And being a defensive guru that he was, it sometimes is like lackluster. However, he's a guru. Like, all right, cool. This is how we're going to shut him down.
He can't be a head coach, but he can be a defensive coordinator.
And sometimes, and that's the thing. Some coordinators need to understand that, honestly.
Right.
Some coordinators need to understand it.
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah.
That's another one.
He needs to know that you're not a head coach. You're just an OC. You got to bring an offensive mind. Yet you don't have the temperament, the grown man stature to calm a whole 50-man team.
Maybe that's Eric the enemy's.
No, you can't say that because he had the whole team respected him. The whole team respected him. Unfortunately,
Is that why they won 4 games?
Huh? Was he on the
Commanders? Yeah.
I know who they are now.
One year.
I know who the Commanders are now.
1 year now, under 1 year compared to 4 or 5 years let's get more than that. In KC, we had the whole team respecting him compared to everybody on that.
If he's that good, he would have had a job by now. I'm starting to think maybe he's not that good.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I gotta get back in there.
All right, babe.
But no, it was a great game. I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad because it was it was football.
Right.
It was an actual football game, and it was awesome. It was a great game, and not only that, but it also made history being the second game ever for Super Bowl going into overtime.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was cool with it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we were blown out. We weren't blown out, so I was cool with it.
You got to be proud of how.
Yeah, they played hard. They played with their hearts, and they did great.
Better, but
I thought he did pretty damn good. All right. The way their defense
was lackluster, in my opinion.
That's his first Super Bowl, dog.
Oh, no.
They did great. I think either way. I mean, both defenses were fucking on point.
Yeah.
Reading the quarterbacks, reading, the wide receivers and all that stuff. Like, they studied. It was a great fucking, and I'm cool with it. I ain't butthurt. I ain't mad. I'm cool with it.
I'd be butthurt.
No, I was. It was a good game.
I wouldn't even show up. I'd be crying.
No, it didn't bug me. I was cool with it. Like, I'd be pissed off as fuck if we got blown out of the water. But it was a great game.
more balls than I do, I guess.
I got more balls than any man alive. But no, it was great. It was a good game. So can't be mad about it.
No,
they both played their hearts out. That's why I love sports. Is that game?
Same.
Right there.
Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Because it's me. All right, I love you, boys.
Love you,
Love you.
Love you, sis.
I'm grabbing some cookies, though.
Go.
There
I
you
brought
go.
him for
We got
you.
him, man.
Did you ever find that
Bring him to the bar too.
that podcast where they made their bet on, and we'll bring
Well,
it up. We'll
it's
bring it
the-
up to her after we wrap up.
It's the 1 year anniversary.
Of what?
Of
Okay.
the podcast. So it's but somehow the
dates.
No, the notebook, like the notes file, is
Okay.
not where it's supposed to be, and I'm trying to hunt it down.
Do you guys remember what you talked about for your very first podcast? Just, I mean, going back a whole year ago, do you remember what was the big topic of the side?
official podcast or the first podcast we
The
did?
first one we did,
yeah,
was dip your chicken in the popcorn and got butter
got
on
butter
it.
on it.
And that one got rowdy quick. We had a bunch of shit for a little bit.
Yeah, we had a drunk guy on the podcast, and it just the conversation could never go. It just stayed right there, and he kept staying at it, and I mean, it was entertaining at first until it was. Now I'm discomfortable.
And then it's just a drunk conversation.
Right. I'm like,
at
now
that
you're
point.
pissing me off because you're saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you're not listening to the fact that we were like, hey, we get it. We've already beat this horse dead.
Right.
We beat it dead. We beat it alive and dead.
Right.
We're just done. We don't want to talk about this shit anymore. Let's go move on to something else.
Right.
Like, well, I want to talk about this. Well, then get off our podcast.
Right. He just,
like,
he
it's
wouldn't
our
let it-
podcast, not your podcast.
He wouldn't let it go.
Yeah.
We
But
got some deaths to talk about before we also wrap up.
Yeah.
We lost Carl Weathers,
Yeah, that was sad.
and we lost Toby Keith.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Yeah, and then
That was really sad.
did you see the commercial?
the Carl Weathers one. Yeah, that they forgot to
Yep.
edit him out.
No.
No.
They did that on
That
purpose?
was on purpose, yeah.
Because at the very end, they
They gave
put
a
thank
memorial,
you,
like,
Carl.
they
I
said,
didn't
thank
see
you,
that.
Carl.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the thing. I think they were thinking about editing them out, and they're like, no, we'll do this, and
Right.
it's quicker, and it's something a little nicer than cutting them out. Then.
And our brother Antonio lost a family member since the podcast.
Right,
That was
again,
deeply
right.
sad.
That's fucking crazy. How fucking life is. And a friend of the podcast, Stephanie, she lost a friend in a car accident. Steph and Nick.
Oh, really?
The girl, they were just
really?
together.
Yes.
I
That's
think
right, yeah.
Her name was Maddie.
Matt, yes.
They were just together like the night, 2 nights prior, and I think she was killed in a car accident.
Uh-huh.
That's fucking crazy. That's why you be nice to people, man, because you don't know.
You don't know.
Don't know when you get up out of here.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. I hate it on sad note, but we had to put that out there.
Yes. Again,
Sorry for your loss, man. It sucks.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Again, this second in, honestly, within
Oh,
a
yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Honestly, within a year. Mother last year, which actually coming up on in a week or so.
Yeah.
And now my little brother. So I try to take comfort that my mother's there. My little brother, sister, pops,
your dad, yeah.
and grandmother.
Yep.
He probably wearing her right now.
Driving her crazy.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Boy, get the hell out of my damn face.
Right.
Look,
You're gonna sit
like-
there in that corner somewhere.
Like, boy, you're not gonna embarrass me in front of God. Get the hell out of my face, boy.
In front of company.
You're not in front of you better not.
Company?
Right.
Company.
So, yeah, but yeah, going on. We getting things set up for him. So I appreciate the love, brother, fellas.
Yep.
That's cool with everything. Going back to Apollo. Damn, dog, like that. Ooh, shit, that hurt when I woke up to that. Ooh, that hurt.
Natural causes. What's been?
He died, and like I say, he died in his sleep. So that's the
way I want to go.
That's the way I think most people.
I think
wanna
anybody
go.
want to go that way. Yeah, like let me just drift and I wake up. Damn, got for what? Okay. I'm sitting up here. Yes.
With Antonio's mama.
Right. Yeah, I'm sitting up here. If he would have said, yeah, come on, God, baby, it's hot down there, baby. But no, yeah, they're sad for all them. Getting back real quick with Toby Keith with the cancer, stomach cancer.
I found out 21 when he had stomach cancer.
So my father passed away from pancreatic cancer. So it went off his pancreas and it engulfed his stomach. So around his stomach, and he was trying to bleed into his stomach. So he couldn't eat shit. I mean, I remember sad, but it's funny. It's sad, but funny because he laughed about it too a little bit. he, I think his aunt came up by. One of my aunties that cousins, he knew, and his friend asked when he wanted to eat something. I'm like, he can't eat nothing for real. You know, he gonna throw it back up. He's like, no. I'm like, Pop, you gonna throw it up? He's like, I don't care. He wanted his true last meal was a steak, potatoes, da. Hey, I swear to God, they cooked that bitch to perfection. Taste the air.
Taste the air.
Tastes good. I'm in the other room. I hear him, chewing him, ate the shit. Boy, not even 5-10 minutes later, all that came out. And he had a trash can next to him. He knew what he was gonna do. So then into a trash can.
That's just living your best life.
Right. And I'm getting mad at him like,
you knew this was gonna happen.
I'm like, goddamn well, I wanted that steak. You know you can't eat that damn steak. You could have gave that shit to me. He laughing and shit. But hey, and then from here on, I saw that too, boy. Good job, kid.
Sounds like we're wrapping up soon.
But from there on, everything, popsicles. Then eventually his demise. Sad. Oh, to your right, Pimpin'. Sad thing. Wrap up and everything. Any last things you find out about the bet, or is it?
I finally found it.
All right,
For some reason, I resaved it, and it changed the date code on it. That's why I kept looking for last year, September. It changed it because we talked about this 2 weeks ago in January. It changed it to January's date.
Oh, okay.
But it says, like we talked about 2 weeks ago, got to wear the other team's gear, talk glowingly about them, and pledge allegiance until the following season. Whoever made it further in the season.
Oh, no.
I have to listen to that part.
So what was it again? It was to the end of the season?
So the combined bet, what you both agreed on, for no matter which person won, you have to wear the other person's gear and talk glowingly about them, like their team, pledge allegiance to them until the following season. The extra stipulation was if Cat won, Antonio must wear 49ers, and you have to learn the fight song. You have to sign off every podcast with "Go Niners."
Until next season.
That's what I can't.
If Don won, it was Cat has to change the Backstreet Boys music into an anthem for the Rams and sing it every Friday night.
That's funny. That's funny.
Antonio was.
Now, so this is me taking notes. So this is, quick stuff. I at least know what podcast to listen to.
Right.
And I'll have to retranscript it.
That's so funny.
God damn it.
Yeah, I gotta look at that too because I don't think that's right.
But it's the one that says 1 year, it's still on that bullshit.
Damn it.
I didn't repeat it myself. Listen to this boy. Looking and watching.
You cup? I'm done.
Nah. He's like,
Some dry?
that boy don't say, damn it.
Come back.
So it must pledge into the following season.
Yep.
And that was the bet?
That was the bet, and then you each had your own additional stipulation.
Well, looks like
To
you
the
got to be wearing
farmer.
Niners gear, baby. Until someone goes further.
Like I said, let me listen to, because it might be this is the overall bet, and then this was whoever, won the season series.
Yeah.
So neither one of these might have to be done because you split.
Yeah, we would split,
But
yeah.
Cat made it further.
Cat?
In the season.
He found a note on the
You know
bet.
what I'm saying? I have to, it is what it is.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go, because I already know.
I will repeat this again.
Let's
real
go.
quick, and then we can sign off.
I'm ready.
The overall bet that you two agreed on. Cat versus Black Pacino is how I got it written down. Must wear the other team's gear, talk glowingly about the other team, and pledge allegiance until the following season.
I'm sorry, repeat that one more
Four times.
Well, we've already done this 12.
The last important part.
Until the following season. So what I have to watch the video again.
I will
because
too.
The way I remember it though
Yeah,
is
I will.
this is what happens for what team makes it further in the overall season. And then you had extra stipulations that was if your team won the season head to head,
the champion
which
by
you guys
something.
don't have to do these extra parts because you guys split 1-1, right?
Yeah, we went 1-1.
Yeah.
Yes, we went 1-1.
It's over. The game is
is over. The series is over. The wait is over.
Which podcast? No. Do you know which podcast this was?
It's the one that says 1 year and still on that bullshit. This was the 1 year anniversary of us doing it.
So yeah, I will go and definitely.
You
double
go
check,
ahead, because you were
and
trying to make
recheck.
me wear like dirty underwear and tattoos.
One more
Tattoos
game.
are expensive.
I mean, you already wearing San Fran stuff, so can be worse, right?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
You're not following the bet.
real
And it's
quick.
in black and white right there, motherfucker.
Monkey wanted to know, for anyone who ran Super Bowl squares, did you pay for the end of the fourth quarter or the end of the game?
It's supposed to be
I played
final.
for the end of the game.
It's supposed to be the end of the
It's
game.
supposed to be the final score.
I
Yeah.
said final score. My friend and I had a fight over
Yeah,
Supposed to be
it.
the
final
end of the game.
score.
End of the game.
Oh yeah.
Fourth quarter is
we had
final
a-
score.
Wait, you ain't say that shit. We were talking on the way here. You ain't say all that shit.
Yeah,
Final score.
final score. I even wrote it on my sheet. Final score.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap up, boys.
I'm sorry, my winning ass is gonna go back in there because I know what I bet.
Here we go.
I know what I bet. Because I'm confident.
Don't worry. I'm up.
Why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I wanna know.
Wait. Get more release.
Too late.
Damn it. I have too many buttons.
I know, there's so much more.
Right.
It's gotta somehow like mnemonically like remember where they're all at and just
I know. I gotta like
put them in
rearrange
fucking.
them.
Right, you do.
Order some
You need to fix the
shit.
shit up. So with that,
Gotta fix some shit up.
fix your shit. For
Why don't you
your
on the
ass.
board and fix some shit up?
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Oh, okay.
Man, you got docs against you now.
Say it again.
You got some documents against you now.
And yet I still come out clean. Anyway, what you got going on this week, OPP?
I got tomorrow. I'm meeting the editor guy, getting some more footage, and then I got my family coming in on
From
Wednesday.
Birmingham, baby.
On what day?
Shh, keep it on the down low. Shit.
Oh, my bad.
My bad. Surprise from my mama.
Well, she ain't listening right now. You're
She
right.
ain't. She ain't
Yeah,
listening.
you good.
All right, we're good. Mama. Surprise from my mama.
Mama, I love you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mama, I love
Been up here in like 5 years.
Oh,
so
even better.
we always go down there yearly,
Right.
and they don't come up here. So they're coming up here for her 60th birthday.
Hell
That's what's
yeah.
up. Happy birthday, Mama.
Fuck yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Her
Mama,
birthday
love-
was like 2 weeks ago.
It
but-
doesn't matter. It's all good.
Right.
Sorry, Mama, I
But yeah.
love you.
Family time, St. Louis things. I'm going to be doing it all this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice weather.
Oh, yeah, I hope. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
That's what's up, man. Don't you got a hockey game to go to, too?
Oh, and Thursday I'm going to the hockey game. Bringing my uncle.
I'm going too.
Oh, where are you sitting?
I don't know. They're with Bob. Bob Rest.
Oh, I know where he sits. He
Yeah.
sits right by me, so we're
Okay.
good.
That's what's up, pimpin'. Okay. Oh,
Should
stepdaddy, what you got going, baby?
Look into Rizzuto live tickets.
That's already sold out.
You're fucking kidding.
It was sold out in less than like 10 minutes.
God damn it! I gotta find someone and do some murdering.
Yeah.
You heard that? Murdering.
Yeah, if you can find somebody with a connection, I'm definitely all in.
Murdering. Especially because I had to fucking spend money this weekend.
Right.
What you, oh, for real? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
A whole lot of money. 3 times what I spent this last weekend. So I'm not happy about it.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
And that's the only thing I got going on this week. Spending money I don't fucking have.
Boy. You ain't lying, though. What you got going on, Daddy?
Poker.
Go ahead, Daddy.
That's all right.
Poker tomorrow, bowling Wednesday, hockey game Thursday, and hockey game next Monday since it's a day game. I took off.
Ooh, smart.
Going with Darren. He won the game, the tickets from
Oh,
Hot Shots.
he's bringing you.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I got Monday off, too. Good shit. I may just try to join your ass.
But yeah, that's my week. Pretty busy.
That's what's up, pimpin'. Let's see. For last but not least for me, just the planning of the celebration of my little brother. Some things may occur, but again, we ain't gonna be no crying. Other than the kids, saying everything. I'm gonna make jokes and all that when I speak about him, dog, because he was too nothing but fucking funny, for real. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So got that work. Got Lowe's tomorrow, so I promise I'll be there tomorrow. I took last week off, like I'm gonna come in, but I'm gonna try to
Make
figure.
that money.
I'm gonna figure. I'm feeling kind of sick. I can't do it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be there. So other than that, and try to find some tickets to the Blues game this Thursday since y'all talking about it.
Ooh. Ooh, I can look right now for you.
Hey, do that, man. Do that.
I'm still looking into that Saturday game for all four of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's next month.
As well as, speaking of surprises, got something for four of us soon. I will reveal soon. So, surprise for the brothers, the podcasters, the dopes, including our right-hand middleman, OPP,
right-hand middleman.
peeing himself. You know me. Yes, you're involved too. But yes, I got something for all of us soon, Dom. But I will let y'all know very soon. But just keep that butterflies and stuff. Otherwise, I got nothing else going on.
We got a podcast title tonight. We skate for the WWE Bowl.
Right.
Because it's actually pointed. They skated last night.
Yes, that's hilarious.
That guy was good. I like the little stories
we didn't
he
mention
had.
shit. We didn't mention the Blues. Fucking great weekend.
Yeah.
No, we still can. Go ahead. Shit.
I mean, just
Great game against
5 in a row on the road.
Very weird. Back-to-back weekend games, both afternoon.
Right.
A fucking 3-1 win Saturday and a 7-2 crushing
Poor Jake
yesterday.
Allen.
Just
Hey, quick question. So,
put the fucking hurt down.
So is Montreal, are they good this year? What's going on? Are they
No,
just
they're rebuilding.
So
It'll be the first time, I heard this stat on the broadcast, it'll be the first time in 3 years where they've missed the playoffs. Every 3 years. Like, they haven't missed the playoffs in 3 years in a row. Ever.
That's crazy.
And so I want to make sure because, like I said before, this season,
If they miss it this year.
that we're losing to the bad teams, but we're beating the good teams.
Now we're beating the bad teams and we're playing hard against the good teams.
And we're playing.
And that's how it's supposed to be. And it's
We're playing good hockey.
Playing really well.
Let's just keep the juju rolling.
Yeah, and without our best defender.
Who was that?
Falk.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, I didn't. My bad. I've been
I've
been dealing with some shit, so I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even know that. Go ahead, Stepdaddy.
Did see, I don't remember the number of games, but Cairo hit 100 goals.
Yes,
Yesterday, and he has like 285 total points already.
And three,
in like
300
he's
games.
like just a little bit over 300 games.
He's
so he's
making
just
his money
shy.
worth now.
Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Game. So
And then Jake being 20, like Mel said on Sunday or Saturday, Jake's having a 21-year-old that young and being that good already is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Who is this?
Jake Neighbors. I told you. I said at the beginning of the season, that's going to be our new Piran because other
That's
teams
our
hate,
X factor.
Other teams hate playing him, and this motherfucker's been Skyping.
Yeah.
He's got 3 goals this weekend, so.
Yeah.
And dog, maybe we talked about this a couple shows ago.
I'm gonna start calling him Fred Rogers.
Right. I mean, we talked about this shit a couple shows ago. Like, you know, it's Berube, but coming from a different point of view. Yeah. Is it the same style, correct?
It's the same style.
Same style.
Same style?
Same style.
So, Stepdaddy, will you agree?
I actually haven't watched any games this year
Wow.
whatsoever, so
Oh, gee.
I don't
Okay.
have access to it. And
Okay. No. I just figure. I know.
can't even afford
I'm
to
saying that
watch
because
it.
I figure
But I
you
don't.
watched it.
I mean, other than like highlights here and there, I haven't got a chance to really be into hockey this year.
So I'll say it's a clean sweep between you three because I watch it, but not truly watch it like you guys do. Well, now these two. So
Yeah,
well, but I mean, if you guys are saying it, it's probably true.
So in this case, same style, different, same style, just a different, mouthpiece.
Right.
So maybe that's like, the new dude is telling like, look, you're gonna be a captain soon. Oh, not soon, but of this team one day. He probably will. He probably will.
Who
probably.
knows? Who knows? Yeah, who knows?
I said probably. I don't know when. You never know when. Never think. But he's gonna be he'll have an A on his head. It may not the C, but he'll have an A.
He'll have an A.
You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be a star. When it's all said, he will be a star.
Yeah.
So you need to just take care of your business.
Yeah.
Get on video, just wrapping up like you trying to do a lasso. Woo woo. Pretty ass. With that, that's it. Let's call it, baby. Go ahead.
We will see you tomorrow night.
You got it.
They did it. It's over. The game is over.
Yes, sir.
Pump it up here. We're here for a fucking reason
Yep.
because we're a fucking good hockey team, and we're gonna fucking come home with a cup here tonight.
That came from the Chief, baby. So, we want to thank great show. Thank everybody for watching. The comments. Thank you, Sis, for being there. As well as what's the
Thanks,
gentleman?
number one suspect.
Number one suspect. Thank
Number
you.
one
I was to say,
suspect.
what's his name?
Zach, number one suspect.
All right, so that's it, baby. So for OPP, baby, Stepdaddy and Daddy, baby. Yeah, man, there he is. I am Black Pacino. Watch us. Yes, sir. Watch us every morning again, every Monday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, as well as they will be live, usually by Wednesday, Thursday on Spotify and YouTube. So thank you for that.
Sure.
By Thursday, Friday, say all that. Our boy Hurst, say what's up from Bombers. He's watching. Thank you for watching the film. So with that, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next time. Be kind, be grateful, love each other, love one another, and of course, as always, never trust a big booty smile. That girl is poison.